Welcome to episode 3?
Yeah, that's fine. Episode 3.
She's in trance.
How's that angle? Yeah, close enough.
It's cutting off everyone else's
Alright,
head.
so we're live. Welcome to episode 3 of the Deicide War. Swamp People, as we're calling it. Last time on the Deicide War, you continued your way down south, making your way to Unreal Waters with your cartload of furs to get some more cash money. After meeting an interesting lone individual in the forest during a storm, you continued making your way down, stopped briefly for a quick rest and resupply at the Firbolg. I think that's what I called it. Bought a goat, carried on, and just out of sight, and an hour's or so travel south from the Firbolg fortress, and in you encountered a ravenous beast stormed out of the plains and some of the low scrub, and viciously attacked you all. You rapidly dispatched said owlbear. Had a quick rest, and that's where we left off.
That's all your cards.
Yeah, I know.
So-
They were in there.
That's got letters in it.
That's my email that I signed up to on D&D.
Nice.
Those are your characters' names.
So you're currently on the road, heading south down towards Unreal Waters. It's a nice clear day, blue sky, slight breeze coming from the north. Not just a couple of wispy white clouds, but other than that, quite a nice day. It's starting to get warm as you're travelling south, and today is the heat's starting to build up here into quite a pleasant morning. So it's still kind of, let's say, about 10 o'clock in the morning at the moment. And I'd imagine, what would you like to do? You're currently just stopped where you killed the owlbear, so you have the owlbear corpse sitting there if you wanted to do anything with it, if you're hungry, or I don't know what you do with owlbear corpses. On that, what would you all like to do?
Is there anything worthy on it? Like, does this Joe say there's anything valuable to skin on it? Or
its fur, slight feathers are pretty hacked up and bloody.
okay.
And he kind of has a quick look at it. No, I don't think we could get much money from this. Maybe some feathers. And he plucks out a feather and kind of sticks it behind his hat.
There you go. That works.
Nice dashing
There's a
feather
little
in his
hat
hat. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I didn't even think of that. So he's got a nice owlbear feather tucked away in his hat. There he has a kind of poke around it, and he doesn't see anything that will be of value. Anyone else want to do anything else?
Do you need any spell thingies requiring blood sacrifice and stuff?
I try not to go within the whole.
Oh, true. Sorry, I forgot about that.
If anything, is the
I'm
opposite of what she wants to do. Anti-blood sacrifices. We put the blood back
You
into
require a
creatures.
couple of feathers and stuff like that for any spells.
Don't think so. No.
We're all good?
Yeah, all good. I'm just feeling quite sorry for the old guy. We had to kill it.
Well,
He's
I'm
just
gonna
hungry.
maybe skin it and take some of the meat, and then when we stop, maybe
Right,
try
give me
and
a
slow.
survival check then.
I think I'm good at this stuff. Decent at least.
So you'll have 4 level 1 and 2 level 2.
Please be survival.
I don't know how many spells off the top of my head.
16.
16? You with that, you... She's 16, let's do this one. No, not great. So it's hard to get around, you're not used to chopping up beasts like this, but you managed to get... Once you cook it, 3 days worth of rations.
There we go. We've got
What?
some more.
40 rations.
So another 3 rations essentially. So yeah, bit of extra fresh meat.
Protein. Protein. We need those for the fighters.
Yeah.
How do you
Meant to steal those rations into disguise meals, not mine.
Delicious tasty owlbear.
Because predators aren't normally tasty.
Yes, no, as long as you check their liver to make sure then they can get parasites a lot.
You don't eat the liver.
Yeah, don't eat the liver. So So if you kill a fox for to eat, definitely
don't eat
check
the
its liver
organs.
to make sure it's not diseased, because they can pick up parasites a lot easier than biscuits.
Oh, biscuits.
Yes.
Yeah, they can pick up parasites a lot easier than herbivores. Yeah,
No.
exactly. Bioaccumulations. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can have 7 spells for the start of the day.
Choose another one.
So, what would you all like to do? Continue on the road?
Yes.
Onwards.
Alright, standard order of march, or you want to mix it up?
Paul and the donkey are going at the back, tied to the cart.
Okay.
He's over there. I'm going to get him.
Yeah, feel free. If you want to grab the cart, why not? Put yourself in the order that you move, just in case.
And my spell.
Oh yeah, let's move away from me.
Where are you going to be?
Our bag's
That's the
being
donkey
Uber.
was at the back.
In the back?
Yeah.
I like to look at some ass. Whee!
Do you want to take the front or the rear guard?
I have to moonlight as a Uber driver.
Yes, he's driving.
Because I'm the only one who can drive the cart.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really? Why?
He's the only one qualified. Well, other people.
Qualified.
I've got the hat.
He's got land vehicles, so he knows how to keep
Oh,
up to
okay,
moving.
yeah.
Yeah, he can be standing up on the roof. He is now. He's a cat. The old man wouldn't be able to get up there.
No, he's inside.
He's inside, yes.
Yeah.
Scuba Joe is literally sitting up on top, enjoying the breeze, kind of sitting and sunning himself in the sun. Sometimes maybe licking himself weirdly. He's a cat. It's fine. Lick. Pebble. So whoever is leading or would like.
Coffee and the dice bag.
Oh, it's
See
nice,
if-
isn't it?
See if I can see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
A little bit
See
better.
me. Yeah, whatever.
You can put it on the
There we go. I can see. Oh, yeah, the dice bag can copy wherever anyway. Anyways. So whoever is leading Slipe would like to make a perception or survival check as you're moving down the road throughout the day.
Who's this? Sorry.
Whoever's leading or would like to.
I've got
Oh, you.
2. Right now,
He's
5.
fives.
Two, you're too busy kind of paying attention to the road ahead, making sure you don't hit any potholes or anything else.
5?
Also looking at potholes.
I can help from the back.
If you want to make a
Same with the bag.
perception check to make sure you're not being followed, you can do that if you like.
Perception. P.
Now then, if you wanted, you could send up your monkey to have a fly around if
yes.
you wanted.
Forget to do that.
You got it familiar. That's what they're great for.
Fly!
Give me a perception check from your monkey.
Monkey!
Do you have his stats?
Steve!
I don't have
I
the
do.
stats. You have the stats. Oh, good.
Do I need to do a
I'm
perception check?
17 for...
4.
Rolling well for the front end.
Plus 1, so 5.
It's like,
Everyone's getting
I
5.
got 5 as well.
I got a 17 for the back.
I got a 2. I got a 3, so I got 5.
So your monkey's a little bit distracted. He kind of flies up for a little while and then comes back down, hoping to find some banana.
I will kill the
Starts playing. Tries to fly off with Idrach's staff, and he's like, "Bad monkey." And then
Is
it
he actually doing that, Bryce?
No, don't hurt the monkey!
she's controlling him. He's just being a bothersome monkey, and then flying
Sacred
back.
fire,
Uh-oh.
just sort of to the left of it. Again, you burn.
Is there a warning flag?
Obviously, he doesn't like monkeys.
Then
Alright, so towards the end of the day, you kind of round a corner and appearing kind of right ahead of you almost, you need to slam on the brakes of the oxen, as it were, is a small group of people coming in the other direction. They're all on foot. There's 6 of them, all humanoids. You see them come around the corner, all wearing just simple brown robes, holding quarterstaffs. They kind of come bumping around the corner, right up in your faces, because you all roll really terribly on the perceptions.
on the front.
On the front, we were
On
at
the
the back.
front end.
On the
the
front
back,
end.
I got 17.
17, no one's following you up. If you're sure that no one's following you. No,
I
no
did
more
get
owlbears
five.
coming sneaking up through the bush on you. So as they're quite close in front of you, you can see them. Their hoods are all down and they're just been kind of walking along. So there's 3 humans, or they look like humans. One shorter figure looks like a gnome, not biscuits. One tabaxi and one large red dragonborn. And they will kind of just come and just kind of stop and kind of just take you in. Yes, they're all biscuits. They pull him off themselves into biscuits.
Oh, delicious.
Greetings. Who are you?
Who am I am Mara, speaker of these remains, and who might you be?
I'm Idrach.
You're addressed by one of the 3 humans who is a female, kind of older figure, maybe in a low 50s, still quite sprightly looking though. What are you doing travelling on the roads?
We're travelling to take our goods to market. Where may I ask do you go?
Oh, we're heading up back to our enclave, up in the north. It's on the Blighted Plains.
Are you a religious order? Or no robes?
Well, religious order is not quite the right word, but we are an order. We're members of Exodus. Our order brings peace to those that are left behind after the end. You can see some of the people behind are kind of just eyeing you off. The kind of gnomes just like trying to look behind you, kind of eyeing off the wagon, and the dragonborn is just kind of huffing steam out of his nose, just kind of glaring you all down.
Anything
When
familiar
she
from
says
the
you
camp?
bring peace, is there some sort of subtext to
They
that?
kill people.
Give me an insight check, if you like.
Is there anything familiar to them from the camp that we saw wasted?
Give me
Is
a.
that where they're heading? That area?
Well, they're just heading north up
yeah.
the road. So the Blighted Plains, if you have the map, they're kind of where your village used to be, in that grassland sort of area
Oh, okay,
to
so it's not the thing that we passed
west,
Alright,
the west
okay,
of the road. So yeah, you came from the east.
Yeah.
That's seems
So
legit to
she
me.
seems just like a matronly older woman. And she seems quite softly spoken, but she's obviously, even with such a terrible role, you can tell like she seems to be the speaker of the group. The rest of them are kind of just hanging back, following her lead.
Do I know anything about their organisation?
Give me a religion check. They're not a religion per se, but religions that are close enough. They are an order.
22.
So yeah, you've heard word of Exodus. They're a strange new order that has popped up after the Celestial Gates closed, and so they believe that the true world was destroyed with the passing of the gods, and they think that everything that's left behind, the land, the sea, the sky, is just an echo of the world that used to be. So they kind of think that anyone left behind is in a state of purgatory, and so they want to kind of ascend to Utopia, as they call it, which is like the next place after they fulfill whatever reason they have for staying behind after the apocalypse, essentially.
Okay.
And she just says to you, we're heading back to our enclave up north. Would you, any of you like to join us? We're always welcome for new members to help you out, to relieve your suffering in this world, to ascend to a better place.
I'm pretty good, thank you.
Anyone else getting suicide cult?
Don't
Well-
drink the Kool-Aid.
I've already done the death thing.
Just putting out the guys.
Cool.
That's okay. If any of you change your mind, all those who remain are welcome to join us. When you're ready, come find us, and we're always here with open arms to help you out.
Yes. Can you sign this contract so we
I
can
was
try
going to say, shall I negotiate?
Yeah, do it.
So I'll leander up.
Mm-hmm.
Leander up to the front, and I ask him.
Kind of gnomes just like
You're drunk.
adjust these big like glasses. And
Hello,
hello
Gnome.
there. Yeah.
are you going? What are you doing on this lovely day on this road to wherever we're
And as you get closer, you realise it's an elderly female gnome, kind of deeply wrinkled skin with these big glasses. And she's like, oh, yes, we're heading. So the human is nice. We're heading back to our enclave. Oh yes, we're heading to our enclave. Yes, we're going north. She looks over at Mara, and Mara's like, yes, well done.
I'm very suspicious of this leader. Very suspicious.
My name's Oda.
Oda.
Nice to meet you.
Oda, is there anyone I can help you on your journey, to ease your journey to this lovely town that you are heading north to?
My joints, they do ache me so on these long walks, but I'm sure that once we get where we need to be, that's
Is it the leader again?
And Mara's like, we will ascend to Utopia. She's like,
yes, that will ascend to Utopia. Utopia, the world. Oh, I lost all of my family. My sonny boy, my son.
and she kind of goes and holds.
My son, I lost him in the war.
Oh, that's a shame.
This is like tugging on your knee.
I would love to help you out, and I would love to ease your pain and assist you in getting to this utopia.
Maybe my son's still.
Would you like me
I
to
get my son.
Yes.
Do you want to see your son again?
Deception check.
Yeah, go ahead, take that.
Looks up at you, just hulking half-organ figure.
I no longer love you. I'm sorry.
I would like to ease your pain.
She kind of just curls up on the ground, just starts sobbing to herself, and Mara kind of imposes her way in between. There's no way to talk to your mother.
She is dead to me. Meryl.
And I speak to the old lady and I'm like, would you like me to ease your pain and ease your knees and ease your suffering from your son that's causing all this pain?
And you can see the Dragonborn is kind of now starting to kind of
Great, thanks,
get like glaring at you now, and kind of just starts kind of getting closer and just like steam huffing out of his nose.
Intimidate.
Can I use strength? Comes to 10.
You want to kind of just you want to flex at him?
Yes.
He's going to flex back at you as well.
And I'm peeking
got
around and I'm just doing like the...
You got a 13 of a little bit more staunch than you.
More intimidating.
I'm just watching from back
No.
side.
I'm just like,
My son doesn't even. Oh, I wish my son was still around.
Oh, I can grant you your wish if you like, Oda.
Have you seen my son around here anymore?
I have.
and it seems that she's forgotten what happened in the
Okay,
last few moments.
excellent. Well, I can help you find your son. Would you like to find your son?
And Mara kind of is like, it's okay, we're going to help reunite her with her son.
Oh, but I can reunite her faster. I might know where he is.
Give me a persuasion check. Not bad, not
19.
bad. Not bad at all.
No, that's perception.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. No, it's still 18.
it's
Still
18, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Not
Well, I
bad.
could be at a 92. That's not
92, definitely not 92.
Sorry, 93. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I want to get this. I want to get this solved first.
And kind of, Oda kind of stands up and
Like, oh, it's all right, lovey. It's all right, Myra. She's going to help me. She knows my son.
And then I'll go. Hold on, Oda. I think I might have seen your son on the tracks. I'm just going to quickly duck and see if I can find him. I think he's just down the track behind us. And can I duck and then go and disguise myself and then come back?
yeah, you can duck into the. There is some longer grass.
Sign this will for me.
There's some long grass kind of behind, along the side of the road. So if you want, you can kind of
Okay.
duck your way in. You are very large.
Maybe you can shrink yourself.
I can shrink, yeah. It says
After-
you can make yourself include. I don't know, that look different.
Well-
So that you can know.
Oh yeah.
You can seem 1 foot shorter.
Yes,
Or
so you're going to be a very large gnome.
So I've gone
Which
from
is
7
quite
to 6 foot.
So you're a
It's still twice
6 foot tall gnome.
Let's see if I can pull it off. She might not remember I saw her son.
Very old and
Your one, you
senile.
can seem 3
Oh.
feet shorter.
I can see 3 feet shorter, apparently.
Okay.
You're still a tall gnome.
I'm still a tall
Still
gnome.
a very tall gnome.
I'll just tell my mother I ate my broccoli.
You're quite a large, strong, strapping young gnome. Right.
I come back looking like her son.
Give me a deception check. At advantage though, because she is old and senile, and the other members of her party don't know what her son looked like.
2 11.
2 11s.
Plus
11s.
nothing for
2 11s.
deception.
0.
Right.
Like, oh, what? You're a strapping. You're my husband?
Oh, no, mother.
you're
Mummy.
She's like,
Mummy, I'm your son. I've just eaten my broccoli and my spinach this morning.
My son was in a wheelchair.
Oh,
I made it especially for you've learned how to walk.
yes, I
Wait,
spoke to
this is.
this man
No, I
and he
don't-
gave me these powers to heal my legs.
Wait,
And he gave me this magical gem. That
I
if...
very much remember now. My son was torn in half.
Oh,
He was.
shit.
You're not.
I got
No,
better.
no, you're actually breathing.
I got
she
better so
kind of
much
just
so
grabs
beyond-
Mara, and Mara's like, that's. Look, please, I think Oda has had enough. Enough stress for the morning.
I can distress her.
If you like, I'm sure you can come and help her. If you find her son along the way, come find us in our enclave. But we need to keep moving.
We need
before it gets
directions. Can you write these directions on this contract and sign your name?
I would like to help you, Oda. You look like you're in pain. I am your son. Trust me. If you put your finger on my little gem, is it a gem? Is that what I have?
There you go.
It's a little pendant. Little
It's my
dagger
pendant. If you put your finger on my pendant, I can help you.
Don't have the right spell.
Give me one last deception check. No advantage. This is your last check. And let's say 15 or higher for it to agree. What you get?
14.
No, you don't.
14.
Deception
How
0.
do you line up persuasion?
Deception.
The way you do you're deceiving right now.
I'm trying to deceive her.
I'm sorry. Mara kind of like muscles away and is like, like I said, you're welcome to come join us and continue to talk to Oda. If you come to our camp,
Oda,
please,
come
I would like to encourage you to come see us. You're obviously very.
I want my mummy back.
You're very. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, he sold the cage as
Bothered?
well.
No, yeah, you saw the cage.
Yes, we
Anyway,
can.
I think that you need help, so come see us at our enclave, and we can help you.
And where is your enclave?
We're a couple of hours to the southwest of Banner Accord. Just
We just get moving.
you'll be able to find us, I'm sure. We're next to the tracks.
Of Bannercord.
The Banner Accord from your town.
Oh,
Yeah, so they're a couple of hours southwest of your town at the moment.
southwest. From
And they kind of pick up and continue moving. The Dragonborn kind of holds back.
I
And
can't
just,
eat Oda.
he's still just glaring at you. Just
I eat her. Mum.
Dad.
His mum, isn't it?
Are they passing us as well?
yeah, so they kind of just pass on the side of the
I'm
road.
gonna like eye
Continue.
off this dragon as he comes past as well.
His,
Just be
his
like,
eyes you off as well, just kind of snorting steam at your rocky face.
Make a nice purse.
Oh,
what? Oh, what?
But they continue on their way off around the corner. So as you guys continue on, making your way until the sky starts to darken, and as you continue moving, by the end of the day, you're starting to move into a much more swampy terrain. You can see on the sides of the road it's starting to get marshy and soggy. Some odd trees are kind of starting to spring up around you, and the heat and just mugginess is starting to build. What was a relatively pleasant day is starting to get a bit nasty. And with the dusk, the mozzies start to come out as well, and just slapping at mozzies and shooing them away.
Do they bother me much?
Oh,
This
you're
is
right.
legitimately
I'm going to say no. You're very much unfazed. Everyone else is kind of just swatting the oxen's kind of whipping his tail.
Gertie's hunting them.
Gertie's flying around like one of those bats, just like snapping up the mozzies and the little moths that are hunting the mozzies, having a right old time up there. But as it starts to get dark, as the sky starts to darken, this is your first night. Has been cloudless, and you've had a clear view of the night sky. And before the war, the sky would have been lit by the bright white moon that circled the world. Now instead is just a band of twinkling lights standing out in the black moonless sky. So across the middle of the sky, you can see what's come to be known as the falling tears. These are the shards of the moon that was shattered, and they still kind of rain down on the planet in the form of meteors. So as you look in the sky, you can just see this strip, like the Milky Way, but much closer, and just constant meteors just shooting down, shooting stars, constantly raining down. As slowly the remnants of the shattered moon move back to Earth. But it's now turning quite dark, so what would you like to do? Camp up for the evening?
I can see. I can see quite
How far
far.
are we from
I just hold
town?
on to the cart. Guide me, guys.
You're
We'll
probably
put you in the back and you can just sit like...
probably still another probably about 5 more hours or so to get into town.
And it's dark now?
Yeah, it's
I'd
turned
say
dark,
camp
so
out
yeah,
for the night.
you'll get there before lunch the next day.
Let's camp it.
You want to camp?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, give me a whoever wants to look for a campsite. If you want, give me a survival check.
I got a plus...
I
Two.
got +3. for
Yeah, I think
survival.
you're the best at survival.
Oh, really?
You're a nature person.
I am not the best. 11.
That's not terribly bad. So you look around, it's pretty damn swampy, but you might manage to find a little bit of a siding so you can at least get slightly off the track. The cart doesn't get bogged
Ready?
as you are moving around, but there's still a lot of mozzies up and around. It's going to be a pretty miserable night.
What are you looking for?
Do you want to light a fire?
You're looking for another
You
one.
can probably try to keep the mozzies away with a bit of a
Yeah.
fire burning.
Oh,
There's a few
try
trees
that.
around. It's pretty
Looks
soggy and
someone's
nasty.
doing it.
With that roll, it takes you a while, but the fire does eventually get burning. It just does take you a while. If anyone's got any fire magic, I'm sure they can help you, but you eventually get the fire going.
Fireball.
Yeah. So you're sitting there with your sparks trying to... And Esme just like... just starts pipping firebolts over your
And
shoulder
then
into
my
the
eyebrows.
pub. Singes some of your fur.
You jumping up?
Needs to be on the chair, Emma.
Alright, so... Which two would like to make perception checks throughout the night to make sure it stays safe?
I will tonight.
Okay.
Who else is good at perception?
I'll give you my little horn before I go to sleep, so you give me a call if... you
One more person. Anyone? Anyway, so you wake up, have your breakfast, make sure you tick off another day's rations for everyone.
Oh.
Yep.
We talked about
We did.
So you continue on moving throughout the day. As you move deeper into the swamp, the insects just continually get worse, buzzing around, just getting hot and humid and muggy, and you're just now starting to sweat. Especially anyone who's wearing armor, you're just sweaty, like you're just causing a swamp under your arms. You're becoming pretty miserable. The oxen's sitting there just snotting and snorting, and you're having to kind of keep going, keep urging it forward. And as the day wears on, the road that you're on kind of comes up onto a bit of a raised berm,
What colour is that?
keeping it above the waterlogged ground around. And by about midday, you make it to Armory Borders. So off ahead of you, the swamp has kind of cleared out in the area. As you come out of the now thickening trees, you see a simple wooden gate bars the road ahead of you. A wooden palisade leading from the gate down the earth embankment and into the deeper water on either side. You can see beyond the gate and the small palisade, you can see the town. It's relatively decent size for still a small town, but it consists of a series of interconnected paths and tracks. Some running atop more of these earthwork berms, some paths on top of large wooden poles driven into the swamp underneath, and then connected by all these paths and raised platforms, you can see houses and buildings, all once again built on these tall pillars. Even from your distance, you can see the odd person moving around in the town. As you watch, you see one person kind of just come out their front door and just dive off their porch into the water below. You see a couple of canoes poling around on the water underneath. You're still a little ways away from the gate, but you can see two figures standing outside the gate with spears.
Is this the place that we're meant to be going to?
Yep, Armory Waters.
Okay. Does
So you've been here before. So yeah, as you approach the gate, you can see these two figures. One's a shorter, skinnier sort of dude with a kind of like doofy look on his face, and you can see he's just wearing essentially just a leather jerkin, like a singlet sort of thing, and cut off pants. And you can see on one of his legs and all up one of his arm is just this scaly skin. The other one is a bit of a larger, burlier fella, and all down one side of his face is what looks like crocodile skin, all down one side of his face.
Similar to what I've got, or not as
No,
bad?
not stony. It literally looks like crocodile or some sort of reptilian skin down the side of his face.
Would I know them from my visits before, or not really? Or just
Maybe, but as you approach the skinnier one, he looks up at you, and he clearly hasn't been paying attention. He's been just sitting there like playing with mosquitoes, and he looks up and he's like, "Well, hey there, they got one of them ox cow things. I'm gonna go pat it."
We
And
want
he
to
goes to
move
try to
on.
start running off, and the burlier bloke next to him goes, "Cletus, get back here, get damn." Like hell y'all stay. And he kind of looks up at you and goes, "Sorry about that. Cletus is what we like to call an idiot. He got knocked upside the head in the war. So, in the fun about it, he got knocked upside pretty good. His brain don't work too good no more. Anyway, what y'all doing in Armory Waters?"
We want a passage through, or we're here to trade? I thought we were here to trade.
Right, get rid of the furs.
Yeah.
He kind of looks around and notices Skooma Joe sitting up on top. Like, Joe, that y'all up there? And Skooma Joe's like, yes, hello. Hello there, Emmerich. Yes, we just come here with some trade goods. He's like, y'all, these folks all right there with you? He's like, yes, they're my escorts, my bodyguards. He's like, that's all right. Y'all friends of Skooma Joe, y'all friends of the town. Come on in. Clears, get the gate. And Clear's kind of still staring at the ox and just kind of like trying to stare it down.
Would he appreciate
Smacks him over the back of the head.
meat that
Emmerich smacks Clear's
No
over the back of the head.
one
He's like,
wants
oh, sorry there, mister. He turns around and he kind of,
It's alright,
they
we
push the
last night.
gate back open.
No, they might like it more than anyone else. It might be a delicacy for them. You never know.
And so the gate opens up and Cletus and Emmerich step aside and kind of wave you all through. And as you come past, Emmerich just goes, y'all don't be causing no trouble in town. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
To who?
Bryce, what's going on with the crocodile skin? Do we know anything? Like medicine?
to counter medicine. What?
You recognise what the...
Yeah, give me a medicine. Give me a medicine check.
15.
Also, with your passive perception.
20.
Also, with your passive perception, as well, I remember. Down on either side of the raised embankment, down into the water, you can see little kind of bubbles coming up from either side. You can see just a couple little bubbles, and you can see looks like little tubes, little
Reeds.
straws, little reeds, essentially.
I'm
Yeah.
just seeing
What did you roll for that medicine?
15.
Got 20.
And you got 20 for
Medicine.
medicine. So looking at it, it looks like the skin. Cletus's looks more like fish skin. Emmerich and some of the other guys you've seen, it looks literally like crocodile skin that's being grafted onto their faces and bodies and skin. It looks like it's part of them.
Am I able to discern anything from noticing the little straws and the bubbles?
Yeah, your passive perception was 13, wasn't it? As well.
It was.
Actually, they rolled really bad.
This is the town, I'm guessing, as well.
Yeah, perfect, right there.
Yeah, 13 was
Work. Yeah, it was.
If you want to have a closer look, roll a perception check. You can ask them about the crocodile skin if you want, but it looks like it is part of them. It's fused into their skin.
What number?
It's a Vicky.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
16.
16, looking at where you can see some of the bubbles, kind of looking there, you can see
No, you eat that one. There's
just a
not cheese.
vague outline of what looks like a human shape under the water where the
Eat that
bubbles
Oh.
are coming up.
Mummy's gonna eat this one. You eat that one.
Guys,
This one's the yucky one.
guys. Is that their security or someone trying to sneak in?
Are you asking that of
I'm coming up.
the guards?
So you're gonna...
I'm gonna come up to you.
Okay, do I notice what she's pointing out?
Am I able to communicate what I have
I'm
noticed?
pretty
So
sure.
Emmerich is too distracted trying to stop Cletus from patting the oxen, so he doesn't notice you're gesticulating. Give me a perception check. See if you can see what she's pointing at.
13.
You look and she's just pointing at the water.
If I look at the water, can I tell what
You
the
can talk.
straws?
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you, but
Okay.
you're not listening to me.
You can do a perception
Nice.
check as well if you see
Well,
her,
it's
her
okay.
gesticulating.
I am talking. Trying to communicate.
What did you get?
I can't see it.
So obviously Esme's gone nuts and she's terrified of the water.
Throw a stone in there. So
Use your words.
I am using my words.
What you seen?
As you look back at the as you look back at the water, there's nothing there. You must have just been seeing things. There's just swamp gas coming up probably.
Throw something in there. We found it.
Throw the monkey.
Scuba Joe hops down off the cart. He's like, turns to you and says, "Oh, yes, follow me. I'll take you to
No,
the
don't put it in your mouth.
general store where our contact is at.
Sounds good.
I'll be able to talk some good money out of him, and we can all be well off. Follow me." And he kind of starts leading you further into the town.
No.
This one's bad.
Yeah, don't put it in your mouth, okay?
What's that?
Those are
The
glow
glow
sticks.
sticks.
Oh yes, I put glow sticks in my mouth. It looks hilarious.
Don't teach
No,
children.
don't.
Don't eat the glow stick. It's bad.
Sorry, we've got a nurse on site right now.
Not that kind of day.
I'll say as you're moving through town, you see you're looking around, and pretty much nearly every single person that you can see in this town still has more of this crocodile skin, kind of somewhere on their body. Some more, some less, some just small patches. And
Don't
because
put your nose either.
I was going to take
in the nose and out the mouth, done.
Oh, stop it, you! You're not really helping.
Haha, I'm a terrible adult.
My child is learning off another child.
Haha.
Sorry, we're bad influences.
Guys.
But yeah, because you're kind of being
This is
eyeing off
wild.
and looking at the skin of these folk, you also notice there's no old people in this town. Like the oldest you've possibly seen
No, they're
is,
not lollies.
is maybe
Not lollies.
maybe 45, maybe a couple of years older, but there's no more elderly than that.
Can I
you
ask
see.
about the skin condition?
Ask whom?
Is there someone leading us?
Scuba Joe's leading.
It's
Okay.
foggy leg.
You can ask Scuba Joe if you want.
Yeah, yes, if he knows anything.
Do you want to leave him?
He's like,
Yeah,
There's a
yes.
lily button?
This town, the members of the regiment.
Sorry, what
Skin is fused with that of crocodiles from their final battle.
Final.
And he'll tell you, just so I don't need to use Scuba Joe's attempted voice, which I'm not very good at. So he essentially tells you during the war, all the different swamp towns came together in form of defense and formed all these kind of a series of guerrilla commando units, like guerrilla warfare, crocodile units, yeah. And they just fought these constant running battles throughout the swamp. Initially against some of the minor gods of streams and the swamp, some of the southern ocean gods, and eventually become quite good at taking out these gods, and cleared their area. And then towards the climax of the war, they devised a plan to lure the god of fire down from the plains, because the god of fire was just ravaging the blighted plains on the open grassland. So, knowing that Agni, the god of fire, wouldn't be able to burn anything down the swamps, they cleared some of the area, built a huge pyre up on pillars, surrounded by shallow water, and then essentially every man and woman too old to fight volunteered themselves as sacrifice to burn in the flames to summon.
So I was
the
gonna
god.
say is like the skin patch is like skin grafting. for
Essentially,
fire.
yeah. So the commandos submerged themselves all around the pyre, breathing through little tubes to stay in the water. Some drinking, breathing, and
There you
water
go. That might come
potions.
in.
And then as
Their
the
commanders.
thousands of
the
souls were just engulfed in fire, Agni appeared in the middle of the inferno, just kind of dancing in the suffering. And as soon as he did that, the pylons were collapsed and the commandos surged up and just started to drag Agni's ram and himself down into the flames. And as they were just overcome by fire, they'd throw themselves back into the water to put the flames out and then come back again. Eventually, the god and his ram were submerged in the water, pinned down, and eventually extinguished. But pretty much all the survivors of the crocodile regiment were just horrifically burned.
So
So they
similar
resorted
the acid
to
that
grafting
happens to me.
skin
Yeah.
of fish and crocodiles to themselves to as skin graft to cover themselves.
These are the snappy dresses you were talking about earlier.
And yeah, so hence all these folks with the skin of crocodiles and various fishes on them were wounded and burned in that final battle.
So they're obviously
and hence they
worthy
earned the
warriors.
name of the crocodile regiment.
Okay.
And also why you don't see any old folks around, because they sacrificed themselves by burning to death.
So how long ago was the war, wasn't it?
5 years.
Oh yeah.
It's been over for about 5
been-
years.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joe leads you through town as you're kind of just looking around all these people, and he tells you this story to all of you to explain what's going on. He leads you up to a pretty decent sized building up on poles, just off of the raised walkway, and just says Roche's General Store. And he kind of motions you in, and he goes in through the front doors, and as you all follow him in, you see a pretty big burly looking bloke with a big bushy beard, at least through almost one side of his face, because the other half of his face is just crocodile skin.
Not Dad.
It's not your dad. It's like, hey there, Joe, how y'all doing? It's good to see you again. Joe's like, oh yes, good to see you too, Roche. Always a pleasure. We came across quite the find on the road. I think you might be interested. Is that the friend on my friend's card here? He's like, oh hell, Joe, you're always straight to business. Well, let's go have a look, shall we? Caroline can make y'all friends some tea while we talk business. I know y'all like talking business. It's nice to see all you. Any friend of Joe is a friend of mine. Make yourself at home while we go talk business outside. Caroline, we got some guests. And him and Screaming Joe go wandering outside, and older lady, low 40s, comes in. She's like, oh, hey there. It's good to see. Good to have guests in here. Well, welcome to the general store. You all want some tea? I can make some tea if you like.
You got anything stronger than tea?
Tea would be lovely.
Very strong tea.
Other than tea?
I might be able to put a little extra something in the tea if you like. She winks at you.
We'll go for it.
You want some tea? Super strong, nice tea?
Yep.
Tea. Tea.
Coffee?
Got coffee.
I can have a look at that. I've got some coffee back there for you. Does she have any coffee? Yes! She does have some coffee. So she ducks out, and a little bit later comes out with a large tray full of teacups, and she hands you your tea with, I don't know, what do Louisiana people drink? I don't know what alcohol they drink.
Alcohol?
Moonshine. Done. You kind of,
Grappa.
before you even have a drink of your tea, you're like, whoo! It's got some good old moonshine in there. She finds some coffee. It's not great coffee, but it's coffee and tea for the rest of you. And
Yeah, you want some shine on this?
Put that in there.
Okay. Oh, finished. Another tea, please.
yeah, it's only little cup.
Oh,
I'll go get the whole kettle for you. comes back out with the kettle. And as she comes back out, the main doors open up. And Emmerich, the guard from the front, walks back in. It's like, hey there, Caroline, one of our patrols just returned. Bastien seems to have gone wandering off again. The patrol had some wounded and they couldn't hang around to go search for him. She's like, oh, that foolish boy. I bet he's been eating them mushrooms again. It's going to be getting dark soon. It's dangerous out there. Yo,
it doesn't turn into dry.
Emmerich, y'all sure you can't go out and try to find him? It's like, sorry, man. We all our troops need to rest up. We'll send a patrol out in the morning to go find him.
I'm happy to volunteer. I've got the dark vision, so might be.
So right now it's not dark. It's starting to get towards
Like
that way. It's probably a few hours till dark. It's like, would you go help try to find him?
Who is it that's got lost?
A little boy.
Bastien, that's my son. He was out on patrol.
I'm guessing it's a little boy.
Well, he was on patrol, so not a little boy. Well, you don't know. You never know. Yeah, he's has a habit of eating some of the wild mushrooms that grow in the swamp, and he does like to go for a wander every now and then.
Do you know his favourite areas?
He likes to go hang out in caves when he's on one of his trips, as he likes to call them. He's a troubled child. There's his patrol was up near Sanctuary Cave. I bet he's probably sleeping off his trip up there. It's about 3 hours to the northwest of here.
3 hours to the.
Y'all should be able
Are
to
we
get there
doing
before
any?
dark.
This was the first main stop.
What are you going to get us for a 6-hour trip? That's
Of course. We don't have much gold handy right now. That's not tied up, but give you some discounts to the store if you like. If you can go bring it back.
Some more of the shine.
I can give you some moonshine. I can give you a discount to the store if you need to stock up on anything. But
Hey, cocktails,
If you
mottos, firebombs.
if y'all could go help Bastien out, give me a persuasion check.
Me.
Yeah.
You suggested money.
4.
That's
4?
a 6.
Oh, -2.
Oh, you
Oh, is it?
persuasion.
Persuasion. Yeah.
Minus
Right, so
4.
yeah, she offers you, discounts to the store. A bit of moonshine as well, a bottle of moonshine thrown in there if you could.
I'll ask for the moonshine.
Of course, you can have some moonshine, but yeah, if you and she do y'all have a map? I could mark it out on there. And you got that little map.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah. So if she traces it out. She says, if y'all follow up the river to the northwest, there's a bit of a track that parallels it. You'll see 3 piles of stones in a triangle. That's the markers the commandos set up back in the wall. The cave's just up the hill from there. You can't miss it.
Is there anything we should be worried about?
The swamp's dangerous. There's all sorts of creatures out there. Just keep your eyes peeled. Keep on the road, and you all should be fine.
And if your child is dead when we get there, as he may well be, given it's 3 hours away.
He's a strong boy. He can take. He's an idiot, but he can mostly take care of himself. Look, please, if you could just get. Look, hopefully he's gonna be okay. If you could get up there, but I don't want to wait till tomorrow morning for one of the patrols to go out and get him.
What my friend here is saying is there's no guarantee.
I understand that. It's a dangerous place out there in the swamp.
As you said.
I want you guys to go before it's night time. At least you can get to
I'm
him.
happy to move off.
And
We'll bring your son back dead or alive.
I mean,
Does your son
That
have
would
any
be appreciated.
identifying features?
he's actually got quite a clear face. Both hands covered in crocodile skin.
Plain red hair.
He's redhead, got plain red hair. And he's got a nice moustache as well.
Oh, I saw that guy. He was a corpse on the way in. I'm really sorry where you're going.
But yeah, so you all know where it is. She's like, look, if y'all can get there and just take care of him throughout the night and bring him back, hopefully alive. But at least bring him back. He does go off on trips occasionally. He's always come back okay. He can take care of himself.
Is there a reason why he goes on these trips?
He eats mushrooms.
He just eats mushrooms.
Yeah, but is there
Like,
a reason
he tells
why
him to stop doing it, but he's an idiot.
He likes it, clearly.
He's my boy, but he's not too bright.
I think he needs counselling.
Inbred?
Not inbred, just he's a swamp yokel. He just likes to go on trips with magic mushrooms. He may be an addict. You don't know.
He's
How-
not
you can't
Guy
judge him.
Fawkes.
How
Go
old
fun.
is your son?
He's 26 this year.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not going out for a 26-year-old cretin. I say out loud.
Give me a persuasion check.
12.
Oh. How about if I throw some gold in there? 20 gold, discount to the store if you all need to
What's in the
stock
store?
up supply.
What can we
It's-
see? What's out?
Just a general store, so there's rations, there's, your basic adventuring supplies,
T-shirts and
essentially.
plate armors.
No, give me a perception check.
It's getting 9. Yes, it's
18
D&D.
plus what's
18.
perception?
Yeah, you can't see any armor around here.
21.
Just basic adventuring stores. There's torches, ropes, rations. You
And
can see a couple
plus-
of tents and bedrolls in there.
They sound like if they're getting burnt to a crisp.
But I don't play that.
I don't think so. I think we're going to go into one of the city ports.
You look around, you don't see any weapons or armor in here at all. But yeah, there's just whatever adventuring supplies you could think of are in here. It's a fairly well stocked store.
We've
But please, if y'all could hurry and just make sure he's okay.
we've run into the country bumpkins.
The swamp yokels, thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sorry.
Okay, running this as democracy. All those in favour of going getting swamp retard, raise your hand.
Might as well help out while we're here. I'm not keen. You can camp out here.
What have we learned? Don't split the party. Fine, I'll come. Outvoted.
There may be
Right.
things to kill.
Majority wins.
Right, so you make your way back out and back up through the gate, and you can see that.
I've briefed my
All
followers
sing in
to
the
stay
dark,
behind
it's
the
good.
stuff.
Okay, done. So your followers kind of come back out. Go as you go back outside.
Paul's back to
Roche-
go and play with Cletus.
Roche is just finished talking with Edric, and he's like, God, that goddamn boy, he gonna be deaf of me one of these days.
Should we still classify him as a boy, though?
Wait,
Should you?
he my son. He always my little
Oh,
boy.
okay.
It's me. But,
And we find him and he's like this hulking, tall, 10-foot guy.
Maybe this is why he's taking
maybe that's why
mushrooms, you're
he's
not
still
treating
alive after
him.
going on trips through the swamp. He's like, look, we'll take care of business when you all get back. I'll throw in an extra 25 gold on top of what Skooma Joe and I have negotiated. Skooma Joe, that share not going to you, that going to these folks. Look, come on, boy, out. Skooma Joe, oh, but they're my bodyguards. That brought them. He's like, no,
I
jump,
am
kitty
your
cat.
bodyguard.
He's like, stay safe out there and.
Scuba Joe, you're more than welcome to come with us.
No, that's stay with the cart. We have more business to talk to when he comes. Skitters off inside. He seems happy to stay in a more civilized-ish
The last
area.
comment.
Yeah, nothing's going to be the death of him. So you make way out through the gate, and you can see heading off to the northwest. To the northwest is a track kind of paralleling the
Magic
the
mushrooms.
river. Magic mushrooms.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what's your order of march as you're making your way? The track that's leading up here isn't, a well-established road.
Do you want? You get stuck in the cart.
So yeah, the cart's obviously not coming. Skooma Joe's not coming.
Cart's not
My
coming.
entourage aren't coming.
I assume your goat and your donkey
Apart from my entourage, they're not coming.
not coming. Good.
Why is
Skooma Joe is hanging onto the life of Esme.
He's back in the
Hair all down your throat. Down your throat. Jesus Christ. Down your neck.
It's just decoring.
So as you start making your way, the path kind of gets a little bit more narrow as the swamp is kind of rising up around. So you'll be able to travel kind of single file down the path.
Okay.
And
Brambles are kind of behind us.
Yeah, you got to fire on
a few hours in, as you're kind of walking down.
I cast Mage Armor.
Roger. Yeah, it's been about 2.5 hours or so. Done mage armor. You pull out your leather song. 8 hours? 1 hour? 8 hours.
Oh, that's good.
Have you got mage
Just
up?
kid went
So as you're
I've got my job.
Yeah.
so who's leading the?
Well, hello
way?
from Australia.
So the first couple of people. Ooh, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're probably going to be horribly offended by my attempted American, well, Southern American accents, which I'm terrible at. Don't judge me. So whoever the first two leading, I get to make a survival or perception check.
Wait a minute, why am I at the front?
Put yourself wherever you want to go.
Put the cleric
Either
at the
one.
front. The one that's good at surviving stuff.
I don't know, don't count
Put
on
the
that.
squishy sorcerer up the front.
Put the natural,
Well,
like
the two
the
squishiest
hulking,
people,
furry,
like, the second
Firbolg
line.
naturalist at the
I
front. You
think
go
it's perfect.
first.
They're all squishy.
That's now a good order of march. That's right, feel free to judge. You can also encourage me.
Perception and survival are the same for
Yeah,
me.
so whoever are the first two,
16.
so give me a
Picking out
survival
first.
or perception check, whichever one you like.
Nat one.
Nat 20?
After a bit of bickering, he's like, no, you're at the front. I'm not going first.
Oh, so
I've
23.
got the front on the
23.
road, but it's like road.
You got to tell them if it's a 20.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Yeah, nat 20, sorry, it's generally a success. So as you move down, keep an eye ahead for any dangers or anything. As you move, you can see a lone pair of what looks like human-sized footprints going on ahead. You're keeping your eyes left and right, keeping your eyes peeled and make sure there's no some serious beard going on. Yes, they very much do. His moustache is glorious. So yes, as you move down, you keep your eyes peeled and you feel you're pretty safe there from any ambush. You're kind of looking out at the river to your left and some of that swampland to your right.
I think it's this one.
And as you're moving a few hours in, you don't hear it come like through your ears. You just hear this voice emanating in your heads, and it goes,
I think I ate some mushrooms.
Hey dudes, can anyone out there hear me? I'm all stuck in this. What the hell is this crap?" And that's it.
So only I can hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
And you see the footprints kind of just disappear off the track, kind of into the swamp on the right hand side.
So only I can see the footprints as well.
I got a 16.
Yeah, you'd see the footprints as well. The two of
Okay.
you.
I just didn't hear the voice.
It's starting to get towards afternoon, so it's kind of like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun's starting to get pretty low now.
So guys, I'm
You've
hearing
probably got
voices.
another hour and a half,
I think
maybe
it was
2
you,
hours of
Brandon,
daylight.
complimenting.
Thank you.
I don't even see your beard or moustache.
And yeah, you just hear
I
this.
think every time he goes to try and read it.
Yeah, you
Thank
just hear, dudes, anyone out there? Can anyone hear me? Oh, dude, what is this?
Dude.
Do I
You hear
hear
that or
things
just-
now?
Yeah, you all hear this
We
in
all
your
hear
heads.
it now.
You'll hear it. You guys saw the footprints.
Marco!
You
I contemplate sticking my foot, my strap between your
as
legs
you
and tripping into the swamp.
call out, you just hear that same voice. Hey, dude, I heard you. I need help. I'm stuck.
Where?
Just in here.
In where?
Direction.
I'm in the swamp.
We know you're in the swamp. We're in the swamp. Are you in vines? Are you in a tree? Are
I'm
you
in the swamp. I'm stuck.
in reeds?
I'm stuck.
Wave a flag.
Dudes. And it just goes quiet. It's silence again.
Okay, can we just keep on going Kui or Marco Polo? Marco, whatever his name is.
Sure.
I don't know if he knows the concept of
Can we
Marco
stop
Polo.
shouting in an area of dangerous animals? This is a terrible, terrible plan.
Fireball here.
I think it's the best plan I've ever heard of. Continue to shout.
Why do I hang around with cretins?
Yeah, I'm not quite that intelligent now.
I got suicidal, so.
I've
Stop
You
shouting.
Yeah, his whole family's dead. He wants to
So,
die.
Yeah, we're doing the Marco Polo or whatever's similar to
Yeah, no,
so do you want to keep?
Only if he's within
So you heading off, trying to follow the footprints?
I'm going to.
Do the footprints.
Right. So the first two of you, give me.
I'm going to go with you because I can, once we find him, I can use floating disc to kind of help get to him.
Oh.
So as you move off from the path,
To follow the
give me
footprint.
give me
It's alright.
footprints.
You got that.
So
one.
the
order.
so she's helping you. You can roll at advantage. First of all, check to try to follow the footprints.
Guidance yourself.
Do you have guidance? You can guide
Yeah,
yourself as
so
well.
guidance.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what am I doing?
So advantage because she's Geode, sorry, he's helping you.
D4.
So roll again. Roll 2.
Hold on.
D4.
Is it D4? Oh, yeah.
Roll both D20s.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
did.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry, I can see.
Just a little D20.
There's a little and a big one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's a
It's
9 and
hiding.
an 8.
I thought you were rolling 2
Survival
D20s.
is 3, so that's what?
13?
12 at
Any
most.
D4.
And a D4 is 3. What's that? 15.
15? Just enough. So as you kind of moving it's hard following him through the swamp, but every so often he kind of comes up and you can see the mud footprints kind of stop and then turn to the left and head back up towards. But you hear that same voice in your head and you go, dudes, almost there. I think I can hear. Just keep coming.
Can I actually
Is
see?
anyone aware of sirens?
Can I see?
Give me a nature check. Oh,
No, I'm just asking
Yeah,
if they're
no,
aware
yeah.
of sirens.
no metagaming. Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
I don't.
Nature check is like 18.
Sirens are generally out in the ocean. You have heard of them. You've heard of sirens.
No, it's the Kelpies.
No, it's sirens.
Yeah. So yeah. Kind of the two of you get together and like sirens they sing, and but generally they're out in the ocean. So
Yeah, he's not quite singing. He's
The
just
line
like
in
yo
the
to.
Can I
If it turns out to be a swamp siren,
up ahead of you,
So
you
this
can
is-
see
What's
what-
the swamp?
there's a little bit more of a clearing. You can see this kind of just thick, muddy quagmire. You can see kind of just some squishy movement amongst reeds and stuff. It's hard to make out from here, but it's not
I
a.
can see movement.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can see
we
some of
get
the
a
reeds kind of
s-
moving, and
Yeah,
you
that's
can
might
hear
be
some
what I'm thinking.
squelching noises.
Do we want
There's
to
a bit
get
of a
a
kind of swampy, quagmire sort of area.
Is it like getting deeper, kind of?
It's pretty soggy where it is, and a little bit further forward, it kind
I'm
of
going
more
to
soggy,
suggest
quicksandery.
grabbing
I'm
a
looking at my
long
boots,
stick.
my
I was
really
does anyone have
nice boots.
stilts?
There's a
Well,
lot.
no,
there's
I'm going to
mud.
say
Yeah,
at
nice.
least a long stick, and we're
She's
going to
got the
start
Probing?
testing.
Alright, I like
to,
Can
so it's
my-
not quicksand.
Yeah, can my billowing robe help
I
me
agree,
fly
it should be
over
there. Why we're walking
No.
Marshes. After having told everyone to be really quiet, I'm now
Yelling
issuing
to, yeah.
a complete list of not loud, just fucking this mud shoes, midges.
So you're
You're
about
a little rat.
We're being
Yeah, about
stealthy.
40 feet ahead of you. You can see kind of the water starts to now like kind of get deep, so you're seeing like water instead of just muck and mud. But yeah, you can see some reeds and that moving around just,
Are we going
just
to
ahead of you.
probe-
Yeah, you can probe your way ahead if you want to.
go quicksand, quick mud?
Did anyone bring
whatever the
crocodile
stuff-
repellent?
I'm stony. That doesn't.
I mean, if a crocodile bites you, it might spit you out because it tastes like dirt. Oh, maybe.
Oh yeah, if you chuck me a follow, I can't really see it on our chat, and I'll say thank you in advance. If you do.
Hint, follow.
Yeah.
And you hear that same voice in your head. Dudes, is that you? I'm stuck in these reeds.
That's what I asked you.
Dude.
Can
So you keep making your way forward.
I'm gonna poke his eyeball out.
Good.
Give me
He's not being
give
direct.
me a survival check to try to kind of like probe your way a little bit
It does
a
show
little bit
up.
closer there.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, probe your way closer to try to stay on the kind of more solid ground, less muddier ground. So give me a survival check.
Survival.
Yeah.
Should I go advantage?
Yeah, she's helping. She's kind of tall, so she can see down over the reeds a little bit. So yeah, got advantage.
Got 19 plus 2. Yay!
19 plus
21.
2, 21. Nice. So as you continue probing your way and you get closer to those reeds, I'll get everyone to roll a initiative.
Now we figure out what
Where's my
kind of-
text has gone?
got us ambushed by a
I think we might
crocodile
have them
monster.
back in the bag.
What did I
I
get?
think my text
13.
is. But I'll talk you through what you're seeing. Text is.
It's not too
There's an
bad.
ominous ticking noise from the reeds.
Not quite. So
I
let's
think I'll
say
put these over here for now.
this is
You're
kind of
welcome. Let's move that. No, give me
the
I'll
edge
take
of
it.
the quagmire-ish area. So that's like deeper water, and the edge around beforehand is kind of it's going to be difficult terrain if you're trying to run through it. You've got to stop saying probing. No, more probing.
Schmigger.
So then this is going to be I don't don't know what colour that is, but
And you're correct.
it's
Great.
Yes.
reed,
You've done it.
reeds and difficult terrain. The rest of this is still relatively solid. But as you're getting closer, it's not going to be a surprise attack because a good survival
It's
check.
not technically earth or stone, is it?
And suddenly, it's muddy and nasty. And suddenly coming out from the reeds, you see this just horrific tentacled creature.
The
If you want to show it
cat.
to the camera nicely.
Release the Kraken!
I'm going to use these because it's close enough. These are one monster combined. Yeah.
Unless Dan has.
Nope.
No,
They're
that's
big
pretty
mouth things, so it's like that's probably fairly close. As these just
It's a
like spiked
hippo-kraken.
tentacles,
I do
And
like
you-
that. A hippo crack.
nearly
Hippo-kraken,
eyeless
there we go.
creature. Hippo-kraken.
Bryce, what check would it be to actually recognise what that's called? Just the name of it.
I know it's
What
what I
all
read it in a
Australians
book.
do the
Hey.
I
brain.
read it in a book in the University of Max Tastus.
Give me an
There you
Arcana
go.
check,
Oh,
I guess.
that then. Sure.
An elephant meets some water. Yeah, so it's like
We've called it the hippo kraken.
the Hippo-kraken. Yes, it is the Hippo-kraken. It's nasty.
Oh, hang on. I forgot what I
19.
rolled.
19, yep, so you
Okay.
immediately looking at this thing, you in one of your random books about weird aberration type creatures, it's called an Otyugh.
I speak primordial.
Otyugh.
Can I speak to it? Does
And with 19, you've heard of these things. They apparently use telepathy to try to lure victims into
Oh
their...
look, it's a swamp siren.
It's
I was
pretty much a
fucking right.
but it's not a siren, it's a swamp siren.
It's a hippo kraken.
Right, next time when we have a vote, we'll go for what I say, which
Well,
isn't
no,
going
if
into
we
the
gut
vote.
him, he's just mimicking the guy's voice, so he might be still alive in his gut somewhere.
Alright, so initiatives.
Kill.
Who, me?
Yes, you kill.
No, she might keep you alive.
No, kill it.
Oh,
Go.
God.
Yeah,
kill
okay,
that.
I'm like, are you
So,
trying to
so
stop
as
me
you,
there?
as,
No,
as
no,
you're
I'm
like
telling
holding
you
your
to
head, you see these tentacles just and just start coming down toward you. Release the Hippo-kraken. So, initiative 25 to 20s.
Oh, no.
Nothing above 20?
What did I don't know what I rolled.
We'll move on from that. Eh?
Oh.
Natural 1. Good start.
We will go.
20 down to 15. Anyone?
Keep going.
Mine wasn't too
15
bad.
down to 10.
I got 14.
13.
So you have.
So we're not that bad.
Keep going.
So you got Geode up first. Elspeth.
I think all.
Sorry
you got
down.
dice.
Anything? Who's next below 10? 9, 8.
5.
So then we have Azzoth,
What did
Idrach,
you get?
and then Esme.
I got 14.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't too bad this time.
So
Did you get any plus on top of that?
Esme's got like her boots stuck in the mud. It's all yucky, it's all muddy and horrible. So first up, no, it can go on her turn.
Okay, yeah.
Technically, yes, you roll initiative, but it's easier if you just go.
Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't sure.
So, luckily because you're paying attention, Geode, you're up first.
Oh, perfect.
So these tentacles just up out in the mud, and as you kind of look over and you realise what's going on, you can just see like just
It's
torn
definitely
apart
an evil thing.
corpses and
Kill
just
it?
Kill it.
half-eaten,
Okay, no, I'm just
small
making sure
animals.
like we can't communicate with it.
No, it's a swamp
Alright,
siren.
there's
Kill
There's
it.
a panther that has been like stripped of flesh. You
Oh.
can just see kind of some
Oh,
scraps here,
okay,
and
yeah.
like the smell is just nasty. Now that
I know,
you start to
Yeah, I'm
disturb
gonna get
water.
the long sword out and I'm just gonna chop up one of the tentacles flying around closest to me.
No worries, give me an attack roll.
That's a spell.
So that's a
18 plus stuff.
That'll hit.
Plus 5, I think it is. And that is 2d6.
Good question.
It's
Cantrip and a
one
spell.
and a 2.
Yeah, you can do that.
That is 9, 10, 11, 12.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Any movement or bonus action?
What
Hey!
did he call you?
Sounds like most men, you can't communicate with them. Hey!
If I move to the side,
Yeah. So yeah, you can still move through that. It's hard enough. If you
I
move
have
into
to
that
be there
green
because I
area.
have to be in. Oh, so I'm just on the edge of the green area.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Any bonus actions?
Not
Second.
really.
Right. Elspeth, you're up next.
I sacred flame his ass.
Just his
On,
arm.
can I do that level?
Sacred Flame?
Or
Sacred Flame's a cantrip.
is it?
Do you want to use a spell?
At higher level.
What? No, when you level up to level 5 you do.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm level 5.
So,
okay.
dexterity
Can I-
saving throw, I
Yes.
believe. That's a 6 plus 0, so nope. Give me damage.
So take 1d8.
One.
If I use Booming Blade on one of the tentacles and the tentacles move, does that count?
No, it's one
Damn
creature.
it.
6 damage.
Radiant.
Nice.
And can I do a bonus?
It has its uses.
Well, no, like when I had the
I
tentacle
bonus it
region.
with a spiritual weapon.
Oh, nice, yep. Well, what's your
Eventually.
spiritual weapon look like? I don't have anything to use as a spiritual weapon. What's your weapon look like?
Hang on.
Good
Grab
question.
one of the,
I had a turn up for
did I
mine.
put it back? Dice.
I will
Grab a
have a
One of the
flying
Ushis.
book. A flying book.
Flying book?
Give me
Man,
a
do you have any
Ushi.
small flying books?
Not at the minute, but I can have one for next week.
So
Next week I'll
make
have a book
flying
token.
book.
Here you go,
When
I'll
I
just use one
cast
of
a
these
spell, you
rings.
can make a melee a spell attack against a creature within 5 feet
Small.
of the
Oh,
Yeah.
no, use a bonus action.
Right, so whereabouts is your book floating?
So my book should float next to them.
Next to
somewhere.
them?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's just go there.
So you see this book and it's just down the edges of the book. You know, it's just going to give the worst paper cut ever because you see these lines of just
Blood.
savage little daggers just dripping little drips of blood that just dissipates as they drip off.
So
So give me an attack roll. Thank you, much better.
what's it?
Yep.
So
Attack bonus.
so I do
Top
that.
up. Yep, that's a big one. That's normal attack.
Okay, normal attack. Okay.
I'm going to say that angle you're flanking, give me an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's that?
Because you rolled a 2,
14?
so it's pretty. Yep.
That's
So yeah, I'm not going to count it as a threat for other people to flank with it, but
Just put
because Geode's on the other side, I'll allow you to hit that.
23.
Done.
Good,
That hits, give me damage.
Are you coming up or
Damage
you?
is on hit takes false damage 1d8. 5 plus spell casting ability modifier. What was that? Oh, that was 5, wasn't it?
There we go.
That was a 5 for me.
Spellcasting ability modifier, no, so that's just attack bonus.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Oh,
your wisdom.
3.
Yeah, plus 3. So 8 damage.
8 damage.
Nice,
Oh,
well
you got
done.
the pens.
26, that takes about 2. Yep.
Bryce has the
I do
pens.
maths.
Do you have the pens?
Textures.
As a bonus action, you should.
Yep, done.
Oh,
It is now the Otyog's, the
use crayon.
Hippo Kraken's turn.
Hang on, no. Bryce, do you need these? I'll get out of the drawer on this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, go for it. That rocked off. That's fine. So it is going to
And we draw on this.
take 2 tentacle attacks initially at
Can I move?
Geode.
Can I move?
Yeah, you can move. Yep, you can move.
5, 10.
Put them up there.
Oh, boy.
Not on this side.
Right, in that case, it's going to make 1 tentacle attack at
So you got to draw on this sheet.
Elspeth
Oh, what?
and 1 attack at Geode. That dice doesn't fit through my
Yellow?
folder. 7 plus. What's his
Emma,
attack
you know what you
bonus?
little kids? Little kids.
Does 13 hit?
No.
No? Right, and attack at Geode. That one is through. 16. Does 16 hit you, Geode?
Just, I think. Yes, just.
Okay.
Is it worth using? No, can I use?
Emma.
Oh, shield is a reaction.
Yeah, you can use shield. Yep,
Is
so
it,
then.
is it worth
So
it?
yeah, as this tentacle slams down and tries to wrap around you, this arcane shield just appears around you and just slides off over the slippery arcane barrier. Then it's going to, yep, it has reach. So it's going to try to just bite into you as well with these just giant horrific
Okay,
fangs.
that's alright because that is all up until my end of my turn.
It rolled a natural 20.
No, hang on.
What?
Hang on. What am I?
So
Shield.
it got 26.
Oh, okay. No, I was
Yeah.
thinking something else.
So yeah, you avoid the tentacle slam, and as it slides off that arcane shield, just chomps down in, and just its
No,
teeth
other way,
penetrate
other way.
with just a scream through
Okay,
through your arcane shield. Sorry, this is going to hurt you a little bit.
a little bit. It was just magic missile I was thinking of.
Oh yeah. That's right, I didn't roll too good. So
He's trying to
7,
kill me, guys.
14, 15, 16, 17 damage. 17 damage.
Oh.
Luckily for you, I rolled pretty bad. And I need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, good circle.
I'm good. Ooh.
Emma? No, Emma. Sky's busy.
Emma?
Sky's being attacked.
13 plus 4. 17.
Okay. Right.
My
nice.
con's good.
Yeah, con's good. So yeah, you kind of just feel this
Leech.
fluid just like push into the wound,
Emma.
where you're just like, just kind of flex against it and just like shake it off and you feel it going into your blood, but
If
you
it was
kind of,
acid, it's not acid. Okay.
but you just make sure it won't. Azzoth, you're up. Idrach, you're next. Azzoth, what would you like to do?
Am I next?
Yes.
Oh, there's many people in front of me.
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're already all gone.
rolled pretty terribly, so you're up.
Shit.
Not as bad as
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Still rolled something.
Yeah.
One is something.
And I don't get
Because it means that
No,
they're not
no
going
advantage.
to hit you.
Unless you want to try to
Because you're
wait
not
for
attacking
them
them
to happen
first.
anyway. So give me attack.
This is true.
7,
In
but
this
I'm
case,
going to do a
way.
thingy kebab, which I've got now. A superiority dice.
Oh, yeah.
Add that to your hit, or do you add that to your...
Oh, so I'm doing
It
precision.
adds.
You do
both
precision,
to
yeah.
the-
Roll, and then roll.
Yep,
that.
beautiful,
So
cool.
we're-
So whatever your rolls also adds to
Yeah.
the hit and the.
Yeah, yeah.
4.
Yeah.
4, so that's 10, 16.
16 hits.
Sweet. 1d12.
So you just sink your axe in, to the side of its head, next to these horrific, nasty teeth.
You got a 10-foot
Give me
reach
damage.
or a 5-foot?
That's alright. That's a hit
So
still.
that's 5.
5 damage.
An action surge. To do
Still
another.
something.
five.
All of it counts.
18.
Nice, yep, that'll hit. So did you add your superiority dice to the damage?
No, it doesn't do that with precision attack.
Oh, it doesn't?
Oh,
Because
okay,
it
yeah.
goes to 2 hit.
Okay,
Got it.
everything
Sweet.
else does, but for precision
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah,
no, that makes
that's alright.
sense.
I wasn't sure if it did or not.
I'll figure out.
At least let me.
As I go. Sorry?
At least let me.
No.
I could write it on the card. So 18 plus 6, that hits, and d12 again. This is
7.
why I bought new dice.
7 damage?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that the old dice you still
That's
rolling?
6 damage.
6 damage? You're doing cool.
You can try any one of our
Idrach,
dice.
any bonus action? Probably not. Cool. Idrach, you're up next, and then Esme.
I will cast Ray of Sickness at just the first level.
Constitution saving throw? No, it's
So
right.
it's Ray attack.
Does the spiritual weapon, if it's behind, count as an advantage?
No, so it'll get advantage, but I'm not going to class it as a creature.
Okay,
until
yeah,
it gets-
That's
Okay.
currently an 11.
Yep.
Does that hit?
Plus anything?
Not
No.
at the minute. In
11
which
doesn't
case,
hit.
I'll use my favourite of the gods.
Yep. Nice.
5 to 16.
16 does hit.
That's cool, guys.
But it looks like it's just going to land on
Yeah.
edges and stuff. It's going to get cocked a lot.
Nice.
So that's 12 poison damage.
Nice.
And can it make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yep, that's fine. 12 poison. 9. And con save.
Yep, please.
On the tower. That's 17 plus stuff. Yeah.
That's a
21. 17 plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, it's a plus 7 as well. Just so you know, it's got really good constitution.
I'll try that again.
I'll be nice and I'll tell you.
Oh,
Right.
It's pretty.
Any
It's pretty cool.
Like beautiful girl. No bonus action? Esme, you're up.
Hippo
Did
Kraken.
you want to move anywhere? So Esme, and then it'll be back to you, Geode, after that.
I'm going to cast Firebolt at it.
Do that one first.
Oh, I think so. I was about to do that one first.
So it's,
No, you can
yeah,
do
it's,
either. It's just you get a bonus.
it's big enough that you can
In which case,
make sure you step off to the side just so you can kind of get around him. Otherwise, there'll be a few too many people kind of in the way. But it's big enough that you can shoot over the between these two.
Ooh,
So yeah, give me an attack roll.
Actually, I'm doing Hex rather than Firebolt.
Okay. Well, you can do hex first and then firebolt.
Yeah.
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 So
Okay.
roll your to hit
8.
plus.
Plus 6.
Is it plus 6 or plus 5? What's your spellcasting?
Because your intelligence is 4. Your spellcasting is plus 6.
Yep, that'll hit then.
Okay.
That's 14. Yes, maths
yeah.
works. Just hits.
Cool. 1d10.
Plus a d6 for your hex.
What's that, D6?
Did you cast
Um,
a spell? No, I did.
Do you want to give it disadvantage on one of its checks as well with your hex?
It's going to get disadvantage on strength
Strength. Brilliant.
for any
Grappling.
grappling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
that's always a good move.
And 6.
So total damage.
6 total.
Total 6 damage. Sweet.
And then I'm going to also cast Firebolt at it.
Yeah, that was your firebolt.
No, that was Hex.
Hex. No, hex is your d6, and then you cast firebolt for that
There
d10.
you go.
Oh.
So hex
sorry.
just happens.
Hex just
And-
happens, you say you do it. It's okay.
Yeah. So
That's
hex just happens.
Bryce knows because that's what Remy does.
Yeah, and then so you get bonus damage on any attacks that you do on him.
Sure.
But you do have concentration.
Yep.
Cool.
So try not to get hit because you have to.
Alright, so Geo, you're up.
Yes, I am going to hit at him again.
Good choice.
Strikey. And ooh, I don't think that actually hit. 15.
Yeah, 15 hits.
Oh, it does. Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
She,
Okay.
Esme hit me with 14.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
No, it's still Tuesday at the moment.
Or we can-
Wednesday we do medieval combat in real life. Where we bash the hell out of each other.
12 again.
12 damage. Nice.
This one.
Oh, we
Cool.
can't like that assists us.
Any bonus action or movement?
No, still good.
Spiritual
weapon concentration? It's not, is it?
No.
No.
Can
I
I?
forget about that one.
Yeah.
It seems that
Yeah,
should
should
Do I still have that shield?
You can
Do I
try
still
it
have
every
the
turn.
shield?
Your shield wears off at the end of your turn.
So now? Or can I move
I'm pretty sure shield wears off at the end of your turn.
end of the turn?
So you still have it. If you want to try to back away.
Until the start of your next turn.
Oh, start? Okay, cool. So no, you don't have
Oh,
shield
if
up.
you want to move
That's
away,
not
just
you.
wait for my turn, I can move you.
Well, I'm thinking about trying to get him up onto the land so we can start getting advantage.
Oh, it's random.
Yeah.
Does my book give anyone advantage?
No, that's what we were just.
I'll give it advantage from other people, but it's not an ally per se.
Okay, yeah, so I'm
That's not
gonna.
you.
Correct. I'm used to being the
I
biggest
know.
one.
Sorry.
The half looks bigger.
Yeah.
And it
then-
takes an
yeah.
opportunity as you clear away that path. It's a 10 plus 6, 16. Does that hit?
Oh yeah, just stop.
So
I wish we had Guy here with the shield protection. Actually.
2d8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me and her. Everyone else is squishy mages, so you might as well do it yourself.
Yeah.
13 damage.
Yeah.
We could do without all the mages.
I think I'm
And
gonna
you
die.
are grappled.
What? How? Doesn't he hit me first? What did I...
Yeah. You
What?
got 16 to hit.
Yeah. What was the damage? You didn't tell me.
13.
13. Oh, God.
13, and you're grappled, so you can't quite move that far away.
You got 36 hit points.
Not anymore, she doesn't.
What is it? So 13. So I am maths.
What is it?
I'm down to 6.
So you can just see Geode up the front, and she had just been chomped into, and now this tentacle is wrapped
Okay,
around,
help.
and just starting to, like, you see her bones starting to creak and crack as this tentacle is just twisting its way around.
It's broken.
And you are, if you could put that on Geode. Elspeth, you're up next.
So, should I do that one first? Or should I do that one? Is that
It's up to you, you're cool.
I don't know which. Should I cure wounds first or bless first?
Let us know.
You can only cast one spell.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work out which one.
She is very, very wounded,
I'm only
And also
6
wrapped
hit points
up.
out of 36.
wrapped up in
will-
a tentacle.
I will
Just throw
walk
it out
over.
there.
Did I get that far or do I need to go closer?
No, no, it's got 10 foot reach.
Okay, so I'm like here.
Yep.
And I touch you with my cure wounds. So your creature regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. 1d8, 1d8. Where's my d8? Is that an 8? No, is that an 8? No, where's my 8?
The diamond thing, yeah.
4 plus
Yeah.
spellcasting, what was that? Modifier?
Yep,
Was it
3.
3?
Yep,
So you
plus.
Plus, because you're a
Oh.
life cleric, that's what you do.
What
You
do
want
I
to
do?
stay on the spell card, it'll stay in your features.
I wrote on
Oh.
your thing. Preserve? No.
Yeah.
We're still getting used to our
plus
characters.
Spells level at HP when cure spells. Is that
So
the one?
plus another 2.
Plus 2, so what's that? 2.
8.
It's 8.
Too bad.
Yeah. So it's
Should be 9.
9?
No, so this is +3.
Oh, okay.
And because
Sorry.
it's 2 plus spell level, it's a level 1 spell, so
Yeah.
that's +3.
No, +3 there.
3, 6.
So it's 10.
10.
10 hit points.
10 hit points.
Right.
It's not too bad. So it's
And she comes up and kind of touches you and mutters a prayer, and the blood that was like running down from the cuts actually like
What
runs
colour is
back
my
up.
blood?
It's still red. No, it's
Still red?
It's very, very dark and slows,
Yeah.
flows very
Okay,
slowly. But you see the blood kind of crawl and tear its way back into your flesh as the flesh starts to knit back together again.
And I wave my spiritual weapon
Oh,
around.
nice. I tried to play D&D as a kid, it didn't work. Spiritual weapon, yep, attack.
And attack.
If you want to move straight behind it, I'll give you advantage.
Yes, thank you.
Because you're flanking.
Yeah.
And then it'll be up next, then followed by Azzoth afterwards.
4
Is there 2 of them or just 1?
plus.
At advantage?
Just one.
It's just one. It's just
Oh,
one
okay.
big long wall.
Yeah.
4 again.
4?
Yeah.
That don't hit.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
not hit.
So the pages kind of try to rake their way down paper cut, but the swamp water kind of gets in there, and those pages turn a bit soggy, and they just like
Damn it, I should have picked
just
a
like
different weapon.
splat against it, and it pulls back and like shakes the water back off
for
of
the
it.
book.
Knowledge should be power, but it is not in this instance.
Right, it is the Otyugs, the Hippocraken's turn. So because it's got you grappled,
It has advantage, doesn't it?
How do you move away if you grab?
The Otyug
I thought it
slams
had 10 foot
creatures
reach,
grappled
so
by
I moved 10
Oh.
forward
or
and
assault
me.
surface. Each creature must succeed on DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
What?
So give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw as it just lifts you up in the air,
Con?
boom, and just slams you down, like crushes you into the mud and the
Con?
dirt. Yeah, con save.
6.
I feel like I should have
6?
done it less.
6.
So you take.
Someone just cut me down, get me out of here. I'm sorry,
That's good
mate.
damage, Bryce.
That would have been. Yeah.
I believe you're
Yeah.
unconscious because, oh, maybe not quite actually. You took 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Not quite
You're
yet.
still up. And you are stunned until the end of this creature's next turn. So you're stunned for your next turn.
I want 4 hit points.
And
Just
you're
kill
just
me.
smashed down into the mud. Your head bounces off of a rock that was hit in the mud, and you're just like, tweet, 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 tweet. little birdies spinning around your head.
He's trying to kill
Um,
me, guys.
That was his first attack. Its second tentacle is going to attack Azzoth.
You as fucked.
No, that's a terrible roll. I haven't been rolling too great luckily. 13 doesn't
No,
hit.
and I do this word, French word.
Riposte.
I
Nice.
riposte.
Do it.
It's French word.
I can't say it either because
Oh, I
it's
riposte.
So you roll
I
an attack.
riposte.
Come on, roll it.
Okay.
Azzoth, you're up
How do
next.
you actually say it?
I have forgotten.
Riposte.
Okay, so
Posty.
Well, no, I got it as
What'd you get?
yeah.
It's
15, that hits.
Oh,
That
sweet.
makes sense.
So give me damage.
He's used to me just going, what's this?
And your D6. Oh, sorry, your D12 hit.
D12.
Are you superior to dice D8s for riposte, is it? I thought it was D6.
No, they're D8.
Is it D8?
They're already 8.
Oh, cool.
48
Sweet. That's right, I'm still in.
Yep, so what's that? That's 18 plus.
Are you cutting the tentacle that's
What?
holding me?
Oh, jeez,
I'm just-
22
oh,
damage.
it
Nice.
It missed me. So
Okay.
it took a swing at me, so I just chopped whatever it's swung at me.
22
Oh,
you
okay.
said? Beautiful.
Well,
Oh,
it's only
nice. So you just like
4.
hack into this tentacle and just like you see just this nasty green blood start kind of flowing down the side of it as it recoils back. And its final attack, it is going to try to chomp at you.
Got Grant again.
Yep, with a 17 plus
Okay.
stuff. So that one hits. So you shall take.
I think we need area effect spells for this guy.
7 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Oh, how come he got the 7 damage?
Ah,
He didn't
failed.
pass his constitution's weak.
As you just feel this liquid just from its
Oh.
teeth just like
Ooh.
spurt underneath your skin and start to
I think I might have
spread.
Tourniquet! Tourniquet!
I know medical, and I took his leg. I got medicine.
Any more damage?
No more damage. But you can just feel this weird sensation throughout your body.
No. I don't know if you want to talk to him again.
And it's really beat up.
Just calm me down, please. Does he have another attack?
I'm just considering whether he wants to run away with you.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I can't save you this time.
I've used my reaction.
I can't save you like I saved you.
Wait.
Oh, you just
No,
do
it
it as
doesn't.
you were gonna.
What?
Bryce does not do this.
What did you roll?
It's a six.
Roll a persuasion check against me to see if it's going to. Just because I'm going to play nice because it's still the start of the campaign. No, I rolled it. So it is going to try to start moving back and away. It is dragging you, so it can only move 15 feet back.
Good roll.
So it's just starting to get back into the deeper water, but yeah, just there. And yeah, it's dragging you behind. So yeah, it'll be,
Go right behind, or just stay 10 feet still?
yeah, it's still 10 feet away. It's just dragging your, bleeding form, just smushing across the mud, and now you're just kind of like your face is just squelching down to this stinking muck. And when you face this close to it, it's not even just muck now. You can smell just rotting
Decay.
corpses, decay, and you're just suddenly, as you're reaching out through this mud, there's just piles of bones and rotting flesh that this thing has been feasting on.
I'm like.
Azzoth, you're up.
I will step
Azzoth?
forward.
Sorry. No, Azzoth first, then you.
Ditch.
Sorry.
I
I said
dash
Azzoth and looked at
into
Idrach.
the muck. So if you move back 10 feet, I should be.
Would it be hard to get through the muck?
It will be.
Yeah, but
It'll
if
be
you get
double,
up in
so
front,
that's
just.
all of my movements.
Yeah.
And I slash.
Great slashing.
Wait. I'm going to use my other dice too.
Can you use the other
10?
D20 because I
You're
feel
doing
like
it
this is the better
precision.
roll.
I'm doing another precision with my D8. So
That's
use
enough.
That's
6.
plus 6.
16.
So it's 10, 16.
That hits.
Sweet. And I'll do my damage of D12. Of 7 plus 4, so 11.
11.
11 damage.
On the tentacle that's holding
I'm the
me?
tentacle in the general area of that tentacle.
Still up, but it's like as you just crush your axe into this thing, starting to sink into the deeper water. Just
Is the
but
tentacle at least
in your
like-
head, you hear, "Dude, unnecessary." Anything else? Any bonus action?
No, I don't
Probably
think
nothing.
that's actually something.
Now it's Idrach's turn.
Don't you have second wind?
I do. I
I
don't
will
want to
move up slightly
Okay,
and
yeah.
follow that.
Now it's later told dead. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. 19 plus 1, 20.
Yeah, it's fine.
His wisdom's not good, but I just rolled really nicely on that one. That's right, I've had a pretty decent spread of rolls on this dude. Bonus actions? No.
No.
Esme, you're up. Followed by poor Geode, who can't do anything because you're stunned.
Targeting his
Just
tentacle
drown.
that's holding on to Geode, I'm going to Firbolg.
Done. Roll it.
6.
Plus.
Plus.
Oh, that won't get you there.
12. Oh.
Won't get you there, sorry. Not quite, so you,
Oh, no.
you try to fire the blast of flame into it.
My angel.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
But yeah, it just kind of splashes down into the water with a sizzle, a burst of steam. Any bonus actions? Probably not.
No.
No, cool. Geode, you are stunned, and you're just more spluttering and like being crushed by this tentacle. Elspeth, you're up, followed by the monster.
Aim for the tentacle that's holding me.
This thing is just
Can I-
seems to be just
would
trying
I-
to get away.
If I move here, would I be able to fire at the tentacle? Or would that be...
Yeah. Well, what spell are you casting?
Sorry, the guiding bolt.
Yeah, you'll be able to hit from wherever.
Yeah, okay, so I
Yep.
cast guiding bolt.
Do it. Roll it.
So what do I roll?
Just spell attack.
What's mine?
So range spell attack. D20 plus whatever your attack modifier is.
9 plus
14.
5.
14. Just hits.
Haha.
Give me some damage.
You're not gonna like this one. On a hit, the target tag. Oh,
Sorry, also,
You
that
can
on.
cast it as
It's
high
hexed.
Oh, it's cast on. Okay. On a hit, the target takes
Oh, on a
4
snake,
d6.
yeah, that's right.
Can I borrow some d6, Grant?
Roll it.
It should
See
have
if
like
you can take this thing out.
She did not pull them out.
What?
Its tentacles are extremely slimy.
10, 17.
17?
Please, please.
17 radiant.
17 radiant. So it's just
And it says on the next
Sure.
attack roll made against this
not
target
necessary
or-
because how would you like to do this? What's it look
Ha ha
like?
ha.
Just the tentacles.
It's the whole thing. Maybe. Which tentacle would I be? Have grabbed her? The one with the eyeballs.
They're all good. Oh. Do they all have
This is a
eyeballs?
particular eyeball.
Let's say yeah, it's this eyeball one.
And that's
So it's just so right now it's like looped itself around, and its eyes are just glaring into Geode's face. It's just like,
I'm preoccupied trying not to drown and.
So, well,
Drink
can I
this.
have my guiding bolt hit one of the eyeballs and then bounce off another one and bounce on it and then down the eyeballs and then just explode down its tentacle?
Cascade.
sure. So I'll say as the kind of tentacle like comes down close to like glare over Geode's,
I see this flashing in the
form.
light.
She just sees this
I think I'm
flash of
dead.
light as it just like comes in through the tip of the tentacle and just plows its way down,
Yeah.
and the tentacle just tears apart with just radiant energy.
And I'm
Down
just
in its
gonna.
body.
In all of your
Lucky we're in a
brains,
swamp, we can have a bath.
all of your minds, you just hear this.
I got a 14 plus stuff for not trying to pass out.
Yeah, you're fine. But in your brains, you just hear this. And it all goes silent.
What a shame.
You have been rescued.
You have been
I
rescued.
stay tuned.
Up and now. I'm
And you
still
kind of
drowning
stand up
in
and
the
you just-
pines.
Oh no, I meant the guy. You guys also been
Right.
rescued.
The mushroom
What?
eater.
This was the mushroom eater. No, so the tentacle kind of like flops off to the side and you're freed. And you're just standing there kind of like waist deep. You're both standing waist deep and like you can feel things just around your ankles. And like you're moving around in just corpses of, you know, swamp animals, and you know, as you look down there's just like a human skull like with just half torn off flesh kind of just bobs to the surface and flops back down into the kind of muck and water, and just this stink of just nasty half-eaten rotted creatures.
I don't
all
care,
around you.
I'm just gonna try and crawl out of there so I can flop on the ground and just be like,
I know you just you can use
fresh air.
Okay.
fairly.
Flops off.
This one.
Alright, what's everyone else doing?
Yeah.
Are you unconscious? I mean, you're stunned.
So her stun's worn off now, so
Worn off,
she's
okay.
kind of crawls herself back out of the
I'm
muck.
gonna-
She doesn't have
Okay.
0 hit
No,
points.
this one, she's
I'm
unconscious.
good.
You
I'm
good?
on 4 hit points though still, so I might need to rest.
You could probably
Or
go.
heal.
What would you all like to do?
I can give you a little extra cure wound if you really want.
Well,
I'm going to start poking around in the corpse pile. See if there's anything interesting there.
Give me a perception or investigation.
did they give us
Yeah,
what he
that's
looks
fine.
like? What the guy looks like?
He's got crocodile hands and red hair.
Crocodile
Okay,
have red
yeah.
hair, red
Sorry, yeah,
moustache.
I forgot.
I pull out the tentacle monster and disembowel it and just search its stomach.
Go for it. Give me a investigation or survival or perception, whichever one.
17
you like.
plus
Nothing.
You're not very good at
What
anything.
did? Sorry.
Sorry?
Thank you for watching us. I hope you
Thanks
have
for
a good
watching.
day.
Tune in next Tuesday for more
Yes.
tentacle monsters.
We'll be on
What
next
did you
week.
roll?
17.
Oh, 17. So as you kind of open up its corpse, they're just almost entirely kind of dissolved humanoid creature kind of just flops out on the ground. Give me a medicine check on it. With a 10,
Ooh, 14.
you kind of just
15.
start going through the muck, then you're like, maybe not. It's a little bit nasty.
It's a bit stinky.
15.
15. So you can see a couple of little pointed ears. You surmise this probably used to be an elf. But on the elf, most of its clothes are kind of dissolved in acid. But on the elf, its cloak is still seems to be fairly pristine. It's kind of this just greens and browns, like camouflage sort of cloak.
Special.
And it's got like kind of tucked into its belt, is what's left of its belt is a short rod, and it seems to have survived, its stomach acids.
Okay, I'll pull those out.
Cool. So you've got a cloak and a rod in your armors.
One of these.
Want to do anything else?
Do you want me to cure your wounds a bit more, or you?
I'm just gonna be laying on the ground, just like, so do whatever.
Okay,
I'll
maybe,
give it a swamp side.
maybe I'll boost.
I agree
Beautiful
with
swamp
you.
siren.
I can boost Scar's wounds a bit. I mean, not boost.
Boost her wounds. I can't inflict wounds.
Very
With
cool.
my knife.
I now own your soul.
Plus.
Yeah, just like, please sign this contract.
Sign this contract and I'll save your
Plus
life.
1 for the level.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Plus 2
2.
plus
While she's healing, what's everyone else's plans?
So 10. You got another 10, Scar.
Thank you. I'm on to 14 now.
It's alright, we give double digits for you. It's good.
We're getting there, yeah.
Do I have to concentrate anymore?
Yeah, so you're still maintaining concentration. You can
You
keep that
find
for up
anything?
to an hour, I believe, for a first level hex.
Oh, cool.
Hour? I think it's an hour.
Have we found the guy yet? I can't
No, so you remember as you were tracing
You
here, you saw the
identify things?
footprints kind of turn back and away, back up to the path, but you guys continued squishing on ahead.
Okay.
So, are you guys heading back to the path to try to
Let's
continue
head
following the
yeah.
footprints?
Yeah. Let's go follow the path.
So you kind of make your way back out of the swamp and
I'm not up front
nastiness.
this time.
You still probably have, I don't know, probably an hour and a half left of, I think I said, of
I'm no longer
sunlight at this stage. So if you wanted, you could take a short rest and still
Short
have
rest.
a little bit more
I need a
light if you want, or you can forge on ahead.
Short rest.
Short rest. I can
It's
roll
going to
multiple
be
dice,
starting
can't
to
I?
get dark, but you can have a rest.
We can see in the dark.
No, not yet.
Definitely
we
not,
followed
that was-
something else. We didn't follow the footprints apparently.
Yeah.
Well, so the footprints turned back, and you guys kept squishing forward to the swamp side.
I can roll health, can't I? On a short rest.
Yes, your hit dice. So you should have 3 hit dice.
7.
So you can roll up to 3
Just what I
d10.
need.
No, it's 2d10,
No,
1d6.
just let you leave whatever you want.
Correct. Yeah.
What footprints are you currently leaving out of interest?
Oh yeah. What footprints are you leaving behind?
0 is a 10.
Tabaxi footprints.
Yeah, 0 is a 10, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Nice.
Nice.
Can I disguise my feet? No, I've already used. Oh, I can disguise my feet as footprints. Why would I
No,
wanna do
you
that?
can make illusions. She can actually turn her footprints into whatever the hell humanoid she wants.
I can hide my
I mean,
steps.
this is tiny hobbitses.
That.
Hobbits'
Yes.
footprints.
Giants.
Or giant footprints.
We've already got giant footprints.
Yeah, I can make that without even casting spells. Woo! My feet are useful for something.
So you make your way back to the road, and it's kind of, you realise a little bit further on from where you follow footprints off, the footprints have re-emerged back onto the track, and they've continued on just for an extra 10 minutes long, and then you see these on off on the right hand side of the track. You can see 3 piles of stones, which you were told were the markers for Sanctuary Cave.
What are you trying to do with us?
Go to the cave.
We all fall down.
And you're told, yeah, just off to just uphill from there, you would find Sanctuary Cave.
Sanctuary.
QE!
If you'd like to put any marching order, I'll get a map.
Emma, can we stop?
Okay, that's right, we can still get through this part. We'll see how everyone goes.
That's flat.
Right,
No.
everyone look away for a second
We
while
all
I
got
get
wiped out.
the map ready, and then cover the map back up again for you can see.
Can't see nothing. Do you want to put it under?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what you
I think I'm blind.
Look, I'm just.
I can't see.
Watch out, clear it off for when you
Can't
set
see.
it off.
I'm trying to clear things off. We've got all
Watch out,
the
Emma.
See,
Come on.
can't
Can you come
see.
over
Come on,
here?
Grant, we need a third monkey.
Oh, is
Come on,
this too
can't
deep?
see.
It's got
Never mind.
like,
I can't
tape
see.
actually on there as a lifting handle. Yeah, just put a bit of tape as a handle to lift it up.
I've got underneath. So.
There we go, got it.
Got it? Nice. Fits too well.
Good idea.
It doesn't overly matter if everyone sees the map, but I'll cover it back up again so you can see
Alright,
where
none
you
of us are
see.
looking.
Oh, no one's looking.
no, no,
That's fine. It
Is that
doesn't
roll?
give away anything because there's nothing on here
Got
yet.
4.
Like,
There was
we
a
can use a paper towel
Sorry.
instead of your
I accidentally punched
sleeve.
the phone.
Oh no!
What?
Give me
What's
this,
happened?
dude. Alright, I need some more bits of paper. Give me a second.
Well, that's going to cover that. Oh, that's white.
Where are we?
Does it work? Oh, you got it? Sick. That's right. So you can see the pretty much just kind of the front of the caves here.
So whereabouts are we?
So you're just now coming in,
Okay.
just uphill. So as you make your way up the hill, the swamp kind of settles, like raises up a bit, and it's a little bit dry around here. It's still a bit muddy, but it's definitely drier than what it was down close to the river. The trees kind of thin out, and you can see a large dead tree ahead of you, and you can see a series of cave entrances, some wider, some
I just realised
smaller.
that I could have done the one post short rest. I could have used the second wind.
Yeah, you use.
I forgot about that.
That's a bonus action, isn't it? To second wind,
Yeah.
if you wanted. I mean, you can still do it. You can do it any time you want.
Yeah.
You could have burned another hit die.
You can, because that comes back on a short rest.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll say you did in your rest. You can burn your second wind and get it back again. So you're
that
still
didn't help.
learning your characters.
another 4. Well, then it takes me up to 30 now. So it's not too bad.
Alright, so the footsteps you can see have been approaching the cave. Give me another survival roll.
Survival,
Whoever's leading.
You are.
Well, whoever wants to be
You're
leading.
guiding, aren't you?
I'm 16 survival plus 19.
19. You see, as well as those human feet
So where are the
coming in
human
there.
feet? Sorry, so they're
So
going.
they're kind of starting to move along there. You'll have to track them to figure out exactly what entrance they're going through as you move up. But as well as that, you see some smaller three-toed feet going along
is that allowed to
with
draw?
these human feet, kind of on either side and following its walking
Any
along
of
with it.
these. I've got paper over there as well.
Okay.
With that roll, what did you get? 19?
19.
With that roll, it looks like they came in maybe together.
Snail.
Okay.
So you don't see those footprints kind of over the top or the humans over the top of them. They all look like they came in vaguely, at least vaguely at the same time.
Sorry, what's going on?
So she's found additional sets of footprints with these little kind of three-toed feet.
It's a kangaroo! No, it's a birdie!
Some sort of lizard man.
No, it's a
Pterodactyl.
animal with 3 toes.
It's not me.
It's an emu.
Oh wait, can I identify it? Can I take a closer look at these 3-toed steps and work out what type of animal it possibly
You
could
can make a
be?
nature check.
Ellie, keep cycling your shoes through until the label matches.
15.
That's a good question. Does she have to have seen the humanoid before? Give me an Arcana check, just because.
I got 15 for nature.
Let's see what.
This setting says troglodyte. Oh, it matches.
17.
Alright, 17. I'm going to say, looking at the footprints and working with the nature, like, you see kind of, these kind of look, they kind of come out the end, and you think back to all the books that you've kind of been through, and like, look very frog-like. You think back into your books where you were kind of studying all the, you know, there was a book of different humanoid creatures.
Well, like everything. at the same
And
time.
you're like, maybe you think of your head, what were they called? What were they called?
Like this.
Bullywugs. They were essentially humanoid frogs, and you kind of like turn your footprints and put your foot next to it, it matches.
Are they friendly? Are they friendly?
Me!
Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I just know what they're called.
Did
She
you
doesn't-
read it in the book?
Doesn't know much about them,
okay.
other than that they are a humanoid frog
Okay.
species
Have I
that
read
is
this in a
like an
book
intelligent
in the
species.
University of Mac Tastus?
No, judging that, we'll go from that nature check, so not quite. So yeah, you know
They're
that
both reading the same
these
type of
footprints
books.
are
yeah.
a humanoid frog type creature called bullywugs or bullywugs.
He's been licking the poison
Bullywugs.
frogs.
Bullywugs. Yes.
He's
He's been licking the frogs.
What equipment have you got out of interest?
Equipment.
Bellowing coat. Okay.
Oh, just a cape.
I mean, like armor, shield.
Just bellowing coat.
Just a mace. And what armor do I have on?
Leather, wouldn't it?
You'd be.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you're
you'd be
pretty
medium.
good.
Oh, what are you? No, you'd be heavy. You'd be heavy.
Heavy armor.
Yeah.
Chainmail?
Yeah.
Chainmail.
Shield,
And a
no
shield.
shield.
No shield. The shield?
Yeah.
I thought I was got a mace.
And a mace.
You'd have a mace for sure. Clerics always have maces.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to cast light on your shield. I just wanted to know what you had so I could cast light on
Okay.
something sensible that you'd be holding
Yeah,
in front of
yeah.
you.
Makes sense.
Right, so as you
Also,
track the
it's
footprints
decoy.
forward, you can see them coming through this gap here.
But at least she's got a
And so as you get closer, the
Say please.
oopsies. Yeah, we don't need that there anymore. You can see it starts to get
Say please.
deeper in. Actually, where's my name?
Look at Ellen and say please.
I'll put some in the bag too.
Please, Ellen.
Please, snail.
Oh, no,
I
yeah,
love you,
that's not
Ellen.
Yep, that's cool.
Oh, sorry, I'm kicking someone.
Oh, don't.
Right, so what are you guys doing? If you're leading, if you guys are
You're
moving in,
leading.
so you follow the footprints into here. Put yourselves wherever you want to be.
So,
Well, you can be next to me. We can both lead
yeah.
now.
Well, the shield sort of cracked between, so
I'll be in the middle like this. I'll just have the shield between you guys.
I'm very
And you guys
untanky,
can
so.
just. Are we just gonna.
Oh,
Oh, no, turn around. Oh. I don't know
Someone's
which
drunk. You
The
mean licking the
shield.
frogs?
Yeah. Do a concentration.
Do we want to do a
Is
perception?
Yeah, she's still holding concentration. It's still weird with
Can
an
I
hour.
do a
It's been
perception
about 40 minutes or so.
whatever to see?
Yeah, go
anything
for
else?
it. Perception. Anyone else? Who else is leading?
God.
8.
Do you want me to proceed?
Do you want to
Well,
know?
who are the
Greg,
first two? So
Pastor?
yeah, Azzoth can.
Actually, I'm just going to shout into the cave, relying on echoes. Oi, dipshit, are you in there?
Who's this dipshit you talking
From
We're selling various narcotics.
further somewhere down in the cave,
Found some mushrooms.
is here. Who's that?
I
Get in here immediately.
going to merge
I'm the great High Chief Bullywug. Come to audit your cave.
Give me a deception check.
I'm going to merge with stone and sort of try and stealth.
Strong deception.
7.
Oh,
7.
Oh, I can disguise myself.
A reply is here. And it sounds like they're talking a language that you have no idea what they're saying.
Is it primary?
You're just making noises. It's not primordial.
Okay.
Yes, if you wanted to stealth.
So what they do-
Yes.
It's pretty stony in this cave, so
Okay.
you probably blend in pretty nicely.
Yeah. I'll use my merge with stone as an effect. So that's just a pass without a trace on myself.
Can do.
It says con is your spellcasting
No, not
ability, so
particularly.
what do I...
I don't think I'm going to
Roll
convince
that.
them I'm the grandpa Bullywug.
Please. No, don't worry about that. So just roll your stealth.
Although if you disguise yourself
Okay.
and then cast comprehend language, you could pretend to be the grandpa Bullywug.
I was just saying, could I disguise as a, what does a Bullywug look like?
Oh, hang
Person,
on.
you must
I
have seen
still
one in
gotta
the book.
do at disadvantage, don't I?
Imagine a humanoid frog.
Oh, nice. So, as you're attempting to have this conversation with the whatever frog voice is coming from further in the cave, Geo kind of just like blends themselves into the side of the cave and continues. Classic Homer Simpsons to the side, into the rock wall, and kind of just blends into the stony wall on the edge.
Horribly, it's not our fault. Just not right.
Right, so you guys gonna continue pushing in?
No.
No?
I will.
I'm just following the
I'll
leader.
just slowly...
How much
move
do we want
forward.
to communicate with them? Because I could disguise myself as one of these Bullywugs and then cast understand language.
Do you know what they look like, though?
Yeah, she's seen them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she knows what a
Picture in the book.
looks like. Yeah, she's seen a picture in the book.
It's only just a picture book of the thing. It doesn't actually have any information on it.
Well, will you open it?
Do you have a red-headed kid in there with you? Or person?
You calling this out to
Yep,
them?
I'm yelling out to them.
Like,
We're looking for someone.
Yes! Come get him!
Is he okay?
I think he's saying something.
Can I see his line? Like, inside?
Give me an insight check.
Can you roll the other dice, please? I keep telling you.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Hard to tell from a disembodied voice that, you know, has quite a froggish accent.
Can we have proof of him with you?
Okay.
Or just get him to call. Tell him, can he speak to us?
He's sleeping.
Wake him up.
Can you wake him up?
Obvious trap.
I want to hear that he's with you.
He's unconscious.
Wake him up.
Slack! You see something get slapped. And hear a couple of froggy voices kind of talking to each other. Didn't work. Weak
Have you
human.
killed
Weak human. No, hostage.
Hostage for what reason?
You come and find out.
You're holding him hostage against us.
Can't leave.
Can I try and sneak a little
I
bit forward?
think we tried our
Sure,
best.
go for it. Yeah, you
We've been
stealth.
captured
Yeah.
by frogs. Not our fault. Let's just go home.
His
You can
mum
sneak
is
forward,
worried
yeah.
about as
But
long
to
as
build on that, let's kill the frogs
um
and then leave
So you'll be
him.
able to
his
see.
mum is
To
worried
build
Those
on
about
stars
that,
split off and
let's
you
make
can
some frog leg soup.
you can hear the voices coming from
Build on
around.
and I
that.
got the
That side.
120
Let's just kill them.
dark vision.
To build on that, we
so-
do need a weapon.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see. We're going to see further into the...
We're just sitting outside of the cave having an argument about what to do.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a bit
right. I'm just trying to scope ahead.
There we go. So you can see the cave opens further up and there's no one in this room. There you can see the voice is coming from further.
Can
Further
I
inside.
try and kick a stone in?
Are we going?
here?
Should we go in?
She's
Oh,
stealthy.
she's
No,
stealthy.
no,
Stealthy.
Can I try and throw a
Flying
stone
through
in
the
there or something like
Let's
that?
not bring our arguments and
Sure.
crashing armour and all the rest of it.
See
To build on
if there's
that.
any traps or something. Maybe.
Go for it. Throw a stone in.
Oh wow.
Emma, hold the pen tightly.
I throw a stone in.
Oh.
It's a 16. I don't know what else.
16
plus
for a
whatever.
stone throw. I don't know what the throw is. The stone kind of just like skitters across the stone surface. And looking inside, you can see a few old fireplaces. Look like they haven't been used for a while. But yeah, it looks like people have been camping in here previously. Give me a perception check.
It's quite tricky.
It doesn't help you watching the screen, Emma.
Yeah, 10, 11. I wish it would go on that 16 instead.
This is a multitasking.
Total 11. You can see a couple of
That's green. Which colour do you want?
a couple of frog-shaped bodies. Two of them specifically that look like they're dead on the ground.
Okay.
Where?
Why is the boy hostage?
To keep us safe.
From what?
Everything.
I see a couple of bodies here. Did someone attack you?
There's. Why do you think we're stuck in this cave?
Stuck in this cave? Uh oh.
Roll initiative!
You got.
What part of it's a blatant trap?
Didn't see it coming.
Are you the other? Which one do you want me to use?
I know.
don't understand.
I did a really good roll.
It's not too bad.
Take it in.
My initiative rolls aren't too bad. Is this your roll again?
I got 2 of them.
Maybe go back to the dice simulator.
You're really good at rolling.
I shook it for everything.
Alright, so.
Blowing it.
I got 11. I got 2
So
ones.
25 down to 20.
Keep going.
Boy.
Just start there.
Yeah, I just won't start there anymore. 20 down to 15.
16
16, what's your dex modifier?
plus 2.
Roll again, please.
11.
Cool. So we have.
Which one was the one?
I got
No.
The one that
15.
says 1.
You got 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, Geo.
What are we talking about?
It's still
Um,
no.
15 down to 10. Anyone?
11.
11, Esme.
Twice as good as last time.
Grant's got your back.
Anyone else down to 10? No.
What did you roll?
6 plus 1.
So 10 down to 5.
7.
7. Cool.
Just keep going.
You are Elspeth.
No. Yes, Elspeth, yeah.
Yep. Who else do we have left?
Grant.
1.
And Azzoth taking up.
We're all taking turns to get a 1. It's okay.
Alright, so Idrach would be up first, but it's a bit of a surprise round.
I was going to say in what direction is
So-
it coming from?
Well, we're all stood
I'll tell you in a
outside.
second.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're outside. I'm here, so.
Yeah, you are outside.
Oh god.
This is not
You
a
wanna
frog
pass
type
it over
creature.
for-
Oh yeah, there
Slender Aquaman?
Slacker
Yeah.
man.
Slackerman!
Coming, reaching out from
Slackerman.
around as it's coming down from like the side of the mountaintop through all these trees and that. It's going to. Who's closest to that? Is that you?
Motherfucker.
It's going to make 2 tentacle attacks at you. Technically, you're not surprised anymore because you rolled really good. So Right, not at advantage, as you've kind of just looked up and see this thing just like just kind of clawing its way down and across the side of the mountain. So 2 tentacle
Is
attacks.
this old MacDonald?
That's a natural 20 for 1 and a what is it plus to hit? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does 14 hit you?
No.
Alright, cool.
No.
So its first attack kind of goes wide, and as you duck,
maybe,
its
but the
second
cluck
attack.
here and the cluck there makes a little bit more sense.
Oh, that's really fun as well. Oh, yes!
Uh-oh.
So that's right, you don't take too much damage.
Listen.
So,
Yeah, that's
exactly,
something.
that is what did happen to that, you don't know.
Oh.
It made me stronger.
So 2,
Got
6. You take 9 damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
But the grapple, one of these tentacle arms has just reached down and just latched onto your face, and it's covering your mouth, and you cannot talk.
Okay. Is it my turn?
No, so your turn was just gone, so you were surprised. Because of the surprise round. But it didn't get advantage because it's still got a crit. So I didn't double that damage either, so take an extra 6 on top of that. Tracking? Got the right amount? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's alright.
I was just too distracted by the crit because it means you can't breathe or speak until the grapple ends.
Fortunately, I have an ability that negates that problem. Subtle spell. Don't fail me now.
True that. Well done. That's lucky for you.
I can't breathe.
Although it does take sorcerer points. Yeah, it takes ages to suffocate though. God, such a spell.
Not fun.
That's really handy. Damn it! I wanted him to not cast spells.
Nah.
He's got subtle spells, so he can cast without verbal
Speaking.
components.
Oh, yeah,
That's
nice.
very, very handy for this very niche situation. I love it. That makes me happy.
Does he
Geode.
get an inspiration point now for it?
Then would be Geode, your surprise is gone. Esme, your surprise is gone. This guy here appears, and he actually kind of goes scuttling up over the top of you along the roof, but it's low enough that if you want, you can make an attack. You are hidden, so you would have advantage, or you can let him go by. It's up to you.
I kind of...
How many hit points do you have now?
I'm pretty good.
Make a choice quick as he's scuttling it,
I'm
just
gonna
like...
have him scuttle by because I don't want to sort of ruin
Okay,
my
so-
stealth in a
Alright.
way. I'm sorry, guys.
So he's going to come up here and attack
Oh no.
Azzoth, and you're still surprised, so he gets advantage. So first attack, that's natural 1 and a 7, so that doesn't hit, I would imagine, with a 12.
Reposty.
You're surprised, so you can't take reactions. Second one is an 18 plus stuff, so
I
that
think it's
one will hit.
Riposte.
posty.
Riposte.
Reposty.
Oh, not great.
Bloody Australians.
Parlez-vous français?
So you take
Yes.
8 damage,
Damage.
and you are grappled. As this tentacle just like slams into your shoulders, feels these like spikes just sink in around the armor that you have there. And you
have
are
the-
also grappled.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second.
The plastic laminated one.
On
the floor.
Yeah, there's one down here on the floor. So
Sure.
where's my grappled?
Yeah, sorry.
Here we go.
On the
Here's my
phone.
Geode. So you are grappled, Lamb, and you are also
He's grappled. No, he's grappled.
grappled.
He grappled himself.
That's so wrong.
Cool. So that's his turn.
Back to that.
That was all of his movements. That was all of his movements getting close as well, so they can't go anywhere. Ooh, actually.
Uh-oh.
No, I'll do that on the next one, that's fine. Cool. So, that's his turn. Elspeth, you are no longer surprised. The third one is going to come in
Oh, fuck.
down this direction.
Oh, that's alright.
Oh
no, the
who
monkey.
doesn't want to attack? The monkey. Let's decide. So, on a 1, 2, or 3, it's going to attack the monkey. 6 is going to attack you. You're not surprised, so it doesn't get advantage, but 2 tentacle attacks. So we've got a 12 and a 13.
You're trying yourself
You have
again.
a 18 and a 17. Do they hit?
Yes.
On
Even
the
with,
sheet.
even with my hex armor.
Yeah, but I think we should
Major.
have 13. Unfortunately.
hang on.
No, too late. I've already said what I'm doing. Okay, so you take
Emma, hold the pen properly. Emma, hold it properly.
9 damage from the first tentacle,
Good job.
I don't. I'm trying to.
That's right. No, don't worry.
and
about
9 damage
don't
from the
think we'll
second,
get to
and
see
you
that
are
yet.
also grappled.
I'm also unconscious. Or
There you
dead.
go. This one.
Unconscious.
Just unconscious.
This one.
Conscious.
You keep going to that.
How many hit points do you have?
17.
17? Yeah, nice.
Gentle. Gentle.
Azzoth, you are no longer surprised, and Idrach, up to the top of the round. Your turn.
Pop. Misty step.
Misty step?
Yeah.
Alright, no worries.
Second
We're
spell, Misty step.
stepping
What were
2.
you drawing? Not on the table.
You are no longer grappled. Very nice. Bonus action, Misty step.
So bonus action, Misty step.
Yep.
Main action is going to be cast Sacred Flame. That's good.
Dexterity saving throw on which one?
On the one that's attacking the monkey.
Not attacking the monkey. That's a 3 for its saving throw, so that'll be a fail.
Cool.
Give some damage.
D8.
Well, it's not very.
6 radiant damage, please.
Yep, cool.
Is there a side effect on that?
Revive.
No.
She's unconscious. So you could do that.
And then movement, I will back off another 15 feet towards Bryce.
I can't do both.
3.
No, just do that one. Well, it's up to you.
Because I'm brave.
Cool.
Each to their own.
Is back up to the one that. So the one that did have you grappled, just like sits like tentacle, just like. Does anyone speak deep speech?
Oh, I wish I should
No,
have.
you're primordial.
No, I'm saying I should have chosen that one.
Yeah.
It's been insane.
It's getting all kind of annoyed. So that one's grappled. It is going to continue crawling along. It's going to do 1 tentacle attack onto the monkey and 1 onto Elspeth.
You want that one?
Yeah, no, I'll grab advantage. So that's a 22 onto Elspeth and an 18 onto the monkey. I assume that
Watch
hits
where
the
she's
monkey.
holding the pen. What's your pen?
I believe that hits the monkey.
I believe that hits the monkey. So damage onto the monkey. Right, you can resummon him. Is oops, sorry, I put that around 9 damage onto the monkey as
He shall not be true.
it goes to grapple and the monkey just goes just disappears into like arcane magic. And it's like slams its second tentacle into Elspeth.
That's a dead monkey, is it?
Yeah, no.
The monkey's not dead, it's just
You're unconscious.
Gone.
disappeared.
He's attacking again.
4, 9, 10, 11,
You
12
can
damage.
use the, if you want to go away.
And you're grappled.
12 damage! Mother!
Trucker? Trucker?
So you can't do that other thing we're talking about because you're
Yeah, I know, I figure.
Geode.
I'm down to 4 hit points. What do you want here?
It's got you grappled, so it's going to use its movement to start trying to drag you back and away. So
There's something over there? Is that a cave still?
it starts to drag you up and
Does he
along
get
the side of the
advantage?
cliff.
Does that
yeah,
shield do anything?
Reaction?
It's going to use its
No, it's got a light
extra
on.
action to use disengage.
It's just because you can't see in the dark.
Yeah, it disengages and it starts to drag.
I was kind of hoping that attack you
Elspeth
to have a
away.
light on
Okay,
you
so
rather
you
than
can
me.
get reaction.
No attack of opportunity.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Geode, you're up, and then Esme, you'll be on deck for a death saving throw.
Can I see anything happening over here? No?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna look back. Do I see this with my dark vision? And
Yeah,
I
you can,
guess
see,
they're
you can
like-
see in all these creatures coming down and hear screams.
Can I stealth
Yeah, you're still
Around?
stealth. Well, you're
And
still
try
stealth,
and-
yeah.
hit him?
You won't be able to get all the way around there.
Sky, you're not allowed to let Bryce watch The Descent again.
I don't think
I haven't seen that
downloaded
in
them,
ages.
But we haven't watched
What are you doing? Quick.
You
You can get in behind that dude that's got Azzoth grappled.
So I can use.
Quick.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth
Yeah, so you're still hidden right now.
5, 10. Can I try and get around him?
He's up on the ceiling, so yeah, you can still
Actually, no,
try to
hang
sneak
on.
past.
Can I see him from where I am? Can I use Chaos Bolt?
No, so he's gone outside and he's starting to drag Elspeth up along the outside of the
Outside
cliff
wall?
edge.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, so it's in range of.
Yeah, so right now you can see the one that has Elspeth.
Yep.
And you can see the one that has. So yeah, you could Chaos Bolt the one that has Elspeth. Elspeth, sorry, Esme.
You can hear her sometimes.
Yes, you can see the one that's got Esme, and you can see the one that's got Azzoth.
Yeah, because she's unconscious.
What about you?
Alright, well.
You just grappled.
If,
Quick, do something.
You made me forget what I was going to say now. My stealth will lift if I use the
Yes.
Chaos Bolt.
If you do anything, your stealth will lift.
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to Chaos Bolt this bastard. I can do it from over here. It's 120 feet.
Right, roll at advantage.
At advantage.
I do that as well. Did that.
19
That'll hit.
plus.
Yes.
I don't
Damage.
even know what.
You can, but you don't even have to do it.
Damage. Which one are you hitting? The one. Yep. The one with Esme.
Yep.
Yep, cool.
2d8. Oh, plus 1d6.
You can. Yeah, you can
Oh,
do that.
sweet! I got a d8.
Same.
I mean, I got an 8.
Okay.
So on an 8,
Get your hands in his back.
choose one of.
Do I need one?
You hit the one that was.
If you roll the
What do you
same
guys think,
number
Jack?
on both. Oh,
Yeah.
d8.
Yep.
Again. Damn it! Has to be
Just give
the
me damage,
same
please,
number.
because it doesn't have much.
Freaking 13, 15. It's
So you just unleash this crackling ball of energy, and the one holding Esme just shears in half, and the tentacle that was holding onto her just flops onto the ground. Dead.
and then
Oh, yeah. Do you need to
can
show them
I use
No, she's good.
second?
Second me? Sure
Yeah.
can.
Really? Wash.
No, action surge. Sorry.
Wash your hands.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna run up and stab this guy.
Yep, at advantage, you're
You're,
flanking.
you're last.
Let's go wash them hands.
15 plus 5.
That'll hit, give me damage.
3, 6. Oh,
6 total.
yeah.
Cool. Which one is that? That is. Sorry, no, on here. 6 damage? Sweet. Done. Esme, give me a death saving throw, please. No longer contributing.
Roll the d20.
So roll a d20.
6.
So 1 failure.
Oh, so she's knocked out.
Yeah, she's unconscious.
Do you have an unconscious?
Oh, yeah, I do actually have an unconscious.
It's alright, he's not
Yeah.
hurting you anymore. I've killed him
So
off.
he's
so
dead.
That's
You're
good.
unconscious right now.
The extra stuff that happens is not going to happen. Okay. Hopefully.
Alright, so he came in, so it'll be his turn.
Whose turn?
The dude who's got Azzoth, he's going to do a tentacle attack on you.
Cheeky.
With
Shield.
with free tentacle. You don't need to use shield until I tell you how
Ah.
much I roll. But that's 13 plus 5, so 18. Does that hit? So now you can use shield if you want.
Yeah, shield.
Right, and then it's.
We'll be there.
Screw it, it's going to use its second attack on you as well.
There might be crumbs.
14, 19, that's the fail to use shield spell. Yeah, so it's trying to just latch onto you with its tentacle, but it keeps just flopping off ineffectively. Then it's going to. It's going to let go of Azzoth, use its extra action surge to disengage, and start to flop his way back along the ceiling, back off, down.
No, because
Yeah.
I did the reaction as a shield.
Yeah, correct.
Am I halfway?
Use disengage, sorry. So you guys couldn't attack it. Cool. And then it's up to Elspeth.
Finally!
Fireball down the causeway, causeway.
I was actually going to do Channel Divinity first. On Esme.
So preserve life.
Oh, Preserve Life, yeah. So Esme and myself. Can restore up to
As an action, you can restore 15
15
health points.
points. Choose any creature within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them.
So how much are you giving Esme?
I'll give her, what's half of 15?
7 or 8.
So I can give her 8 and I'll take 7.
Done. So you come back to consciousness with 8 hit points.
And I get
You
7.
get the other 7. Beautiful.
What's that? 7. And hold on, and I've got one more. Can I do spiritual weapon first?
You sure can.
Oh, hold on, let me just write
Most
it.
definitely.
7.
That's 11.
Spiritual weapon.
Do you have to see
I didn't
where
quite
it
kill him. I
appears?
guess he's got 1 hit point left.
But do you have to see where it shows up, the spirit?
Which one?
It just says I can create a flowing. It
Let's
doesn't
do
say
it.
anything. No, it doesn't say anything.
Can you use somatic components when grappled?
Yes.
It doesn't say where it can come up. So I'm just gonna. Can I
We
just?
just reduce the movement.
Am I
to zero.
halfway up a
Yeah.
wall being hung on to?
Because you put it.
Yes.
Get this, like this far.
Not super high
Well,
up.
she's
Well,
grappled,
you're
so
pretty
she might as
tall,
well
so you're
just
currently being like starting to
trying
be
to
dragged.
step
Your
on the
feet are
shelf with the
kind of
spiritual
just starting
weapon.
to dangle.
Okay, so if I have my book like next to, well, I guess behind me.
Yep.
Over here.
Well, no,
Oh.
have him as a.
Yeah, on the yeah. So
Yeah.
as he's kind of clawing his way out,
Yeah.
the book just like flutters open above his head, and just you
And-
see just drops of blood just like
No.
dripping onto his head. He's like,
Snap his head.
It doesn't do anything.
I'm number.
"What'd you roll?"
5. I'm trying to.
At advantage, you're flanking.
Oh, am I flanking? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh!
And I threw it on the ground.
It is. Yeah,
No,
it's a nat 20.
if you miss the table, it counts
Miss-
as just a
Reroll.
miss.
No, reroll if you miss the table. That's
Okay,
one.
that was horrible.
So
I
yeah,
take my roll on the
tries to
floor.
latch onto his head, but his kind
Oh,
of
you
tentacle
missed the
bats it
table.
away.
That was a failure.
Azzoth.
Okay, so you've got that one. I'll take this one then. Can't see this way.
Go get your love interest.
5,
I've got mine.
15.
Oh.
So I get.
Emma's got her love interest.
No, so he's kind of quite high up on the side of the hill. You're pretty tall and you got a long axe, so you can still have a swing at him, but yeah, no flanking or anything.
Jump.
9, 15.
Just misses, so you
I'm
kind
gonna
of
do
try to
a-
get it, and kind of just recalls his way a
It's
little bit
not
higher
at
up.
advantage with the grapple.
Plus 7.
Precision strike, yep, that'll hit. Nah. So he's kind of, because he's crawling up the side of the hill a bit.
Fun.
1 plus 4, 5 damage.
That one didn't chop? No, not yet. How much total?
5 damage.
5 damage?
Yep.
Sweet. So you chop into this thing and he's kind of like recalls and keeps trying to crawl its way back.
I do action surge.
Go for it.
16 plus 6.
That'll hit.
3.
And plus.
5 damage
Oh,
total.
no, sorry.
Doesn't-
7.
7 damage, that sounds better.
that's got
And you just hack into it with your second shot and just cleave through its midsection.
Yeah.
And you kind of crumple just back down to the bottom and he's dead.
He's DE dead.
And you're no longer grappled.
And she's rolling down
Idrach.
the hill.
You're up.
I'm going to start
got-
walking towards Esme, and whilst everyone else is paying attention somewhere else, I mutter an arcane word, and she regains 5 hit points.
Nice.
And I regain 7 hit points
Nice.
with Twin Spell.
Nice. He's dead. Geode, you're up. So you can see this creature kind of lurking his way, slurping along the ceiling, trying to squeeze up and make himself small. Your turn.
I'm gonna go for him.
Do it. Run after him.
Finish him off. Alright, and this is just a single roll, isn't it? No advantage.
Yep, straight
oh,
roll.
nat 20.
Ooh boy, give me some damage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. So 10, 16,
Boy,
17, 18, 19.
nice. How do you want to do it? This guy was,
Is he on the roof?
lurking. Yeah, he's on the roof, trying to kind of like
Spider.
like slurping his way along, just like hooking into rocks and trying to like squeeze up onto the
Slice his
ceiling.
arm, like these sticky arms off and have him fall to the.
So you run up, and as he kind of reaches out, you slice one arm through, and as he's reaching with the other, just both of his arms just slurp. They're still kind of like hanging onto the ceiling. His body drops down. He just like looks up at you
Onto
from
a
the ground.
spike! The satellite or whatever the.
Yeah, he kind of looks up to you and then looks back down to himself, and he looks like he's almost standing up, but the spike has just gone clean up the inside of him, and he's just like wriggling as he's just being, super probed by a stalagmite coming up from the ground, and he just kind
That's
of
what he gets.
vomits, just bile and blood down the front of him. bit splashes onto your feet and stops moving, dead.
Perception. On anything ahead of me. Can I do that?
Alright, give me a perception check.
Plus 2s, I think. 12.
12, that's enough that as you kind of look around with your dark vision, you can see a couple of like froggy faces peering around the corner. They've been kind of watching the battle intently.
Where's the boy?
And from that, we'll continue next week. Where's the boy?
Where's the boy?
Well done, you have solved my choker problem. Yes, so next week we'll start off, you've just killed the last of the chokers and you can... That's what these things are called.
Chokers.
Chokers.
No, they're called Slackerman.
Slacker man?
Oh,
Almost Slender man.
Slender,
Slender
yeah.
Aquaman.
Slender Aquaman, Slacker
Because
man.
they look like
Slackermans.
Slendermans with
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yes.
But yes, we shall call that there for a night because it's 5 to 10.
Thanks, Bryce.
Very well done. Couple
Thanks,
of
Bryce.
tough little fights there.
So where are these swamp men that you were talking about?
So right now, which swamp man?
What swamp men?
So yeah, right now you
Proper
can
swamp
see, poking your head around this corner here, you can see a couple of froggy faces. Like,
Is it like a fire glow kind of thing?
no.
Okay.
So really, if people would have went in there quicker, we wouldn't have been attacked. So we should have done the opposite of what Dan was saying.
What did he
Like
say?
he was saying, don't go in there.
No,
Well,
'cause
if
one
they're
of
talking
the
so much-
one that got you came from in the cave.
So,
It came straight
Just
over
so
to
you know-
Joe's cave because she didn't
Okay.
attack
That's
it.
a good
Bryce is saying, what?
no, so one of them was lurking in this entrance, one was lurking in this tiny thing because they can squeeze in through like tiny little gaps,
Okay.
and one was actually like up over the top here, but because she rolled so well, he didn't see her sneak in.
It's not the best stealth since now I have
Pretty
to do
damn
it.
good stealth.
Well, no, it's not the best
so remember
because
you've
it's
got-
at disadvantage.
Oh yeah. So remember you've got a cloak that you can figure out. Oh yes, thank you everyone for watching. We'll call that there for an evening. Next week we'll kick off with the encounter with the Bollywogs, the Froggo
The
men.
Slackwamans.
No, the Slackwamans are dead. The Slackwamans are dead. The hippo, what were you calling it? Hippo Kraken?
Yes, it was the hippo
The
kraken.
Hippo Kraken, the Swamp Siren is dead.
Geode survived!
Everyone survived.
Just.
Yeah, those chokers, they don't have much hit points, but they're pretty nasty.
You go, Grant, you can rush up.
They hit pretty good.
And up top, yep.
I wasn't expecting subtle spells to come